Hey, 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 what's up, y'all? Okay, so it's just my light coming in. Hey, guys, happy Wednesday, happy hump day. I hope all is well. I'm going to try something real quick, okay? I've got my overlight light. I'm going to try turning it off. Okay, let's see if that works just a little bit better. Let me get the lighting fixed, y'all. All right, I guess we'll just deal with what looks like the rays of light coming down. Okay, so hello. Let me know you're here. Look at Christy Box is here. Christy Box, I love that. Christy. Okay, it's just this is like, whoa, I love this ray of light that we have going on. Okay, hello. It's like happy July. It's been so like roller coaster. We've been at the amusement park, right? We're having some summer fun. So we have, it's just been so much, but things feel like they're starting to settle down. And I know we have some beautiful messages coming in. I have a feeling tonight's going to be a little quicker than normal, which is great because last night I did a really amazing, make sure you check it out, 90-day forecast, 3 full moons, including the blue moon. So it was really beautiful. I hope that you check that out. Okay, so today we have the wisdom. We had the last quarter moon coming in this past week, and we had the skunk come forward. So the skunks are amazing. Now they don't see very well, okay? They don't see very well, but they do use their smell, and they absolutely use their hearing, okay? And they use quite a bit of tools in their toolbox when they're dealing with anything that feels kind of threatening, okay? So that's pretty cool. Um, what I thought was most amazing, though, about the skunk is their ability, and the reason that really came in, and what I noticed is that they eat the insects, the bugs, the bees. And this is what I've been kind of dealing with, is we're all been dealing with feeling a little blocked, the buzz, unable to kind of connect. And it's not that our intuition is off, it's just that we're unable to kind of filter in the messages to confirm. Okay, so here's my husband Bob. Say hi, honey. Well, because come here. Here he is in his beautiful brace. He just had surgery a few days ago. He's as you can see, he's doing pretty good. So yeah, continued prayers for him as he's recovering. Okay, so yes, the skunk came in. This is the collective message. We have a channeled message. We have Archangel Jophiel coming forward this week. And we have a really beautiful, as I just saw, 3, 2, 1. There is this element of blast off. There really is, like this countdown, okay? Like there's this countdown, and there's going to be this big change. Gosh, I'm just feeling that so much. How about you? Are you feeling this energy? And as that's happening, we became very aware in our message yesterday that we're closing out this collective energy, and it affects us all differently. So we have 4 different skunks today. The angels did tell me you could have multiple piles, and they even went a little more crazy today with the colors. If you may have noticed, we have a couple colors coming in combination, which has been really great. And we have 4 different skunks. Can you believe how different they all are? It's just so amazing. Nature is so incredible. And we are going to activate your skunk in this collective message. But first, I'd like to share the channeled message. Hey, girl, welcome. All right, so here is the channeled message. And what's interesting is this is the channeled message for the skunk, and there's parts of the message that are going to break down for each one. Okay, so here we go. Channeled message from Archangel Jophiel, relating to the animal wisdom from the skunk. Children of the sun, are you having fun on the run? Okay, children of the sun, are you having fun on the run? Present you are, Shine like a star. It's not that far. Within your grasp, all you need to do is ask, imagine, feel, and dream. There is no I in team, all for one and one for all. Answer the call before the fall from grace and duty. Let's find out what this is all about. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and take a moment because we are finding out more and more and more. I did not reach into the energy. Is the frequency, do you work for the light? Is the frequency of the skunk, is it higher than 100? Okay. Is it higher than 200? No. Okay. Is the frequency of the skunk higher than 150? Is the frequency of the skunk higher than 163? Is the frequency of the skunk, is it 163? Okay, I was feeling that. I was hearing 163. So 163, though, is still a higher vibration. This is the frequency of gamma rays, right? And we learned and we have been learning that gamma rays are associated with increased happiness, right? That they come in and they help alchemize. So let's go ahead and take a moment. You can settle in with me, and we're gonna go ahead. If you'd like, just say yes. We're gonna take a moment to activate, for anyone who may or may not be in energy frequency. There's no judgment there. We want to go ahead and invoke your advocate, your guide, for this week to assist you, because maybe, just maybe, the reason you're not at a certain frequency is because of the buzz from the insects, the bees, whatever they may be, that's underlying and interfering with you receiving your divine messages. 7-Eleven, take me to heaven. That's what I just heard. Wow. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it. It is my purest intention, archangels of the highest light, to activate all who find their way here and all who have said yes, to activating their skunk. It is my purest intention to invoke the skunk on all timelines, dimensions, realities, for all who have found their way here for the highest good. And so it is, so be it. And it really is that simple. I really just take a moment to make sure, has this intention been received for the all who to invoke their skunk? And my daughter's here, so she's going to come in and say hello. Come give me a kiss. My daughter, just coming home to hang out with her dad. She lives in the city. Okay, so did we leave anything out, angels? No, we didn't. So Gabby, say hi. I'm live. This is my middle girl, Gabby. I'll visit with you after. Okay. She just arrived from Chicago. All right. So we've invoked our skunk. This is the energy that's going to be with us for the week and the next moon cycle, which is the new moon. I believe the new moon is coming. Yeah. Hey. Okay, let's see. We have the new moon coming in next week, right? And so I want you to go ahead and kind of put a date, next Saturday, 11/11. Next Saturday, I'm going to do the new moon meditation. I've been doing a meditation. I've been guided. The angels bring it in with the new moon and the full moon. Okay, so just so you understand, we always do it 3 days, at least 3 days after, because that way the portal of that energy is closed and we kind of do the meditation to bring us into balance. Okay, so I wanted to mention that on this collective message. We will be doing that. Let me look here. We're going to be doing actually on the 20th, on the 20th. So next Thursday at 5:55. So forgive me. Next Thursday at 5:55 p.m., we're going to do red sandstone and hydrangea. Hey, Susan. Yeah, we just did a collective message. So if you talk to your guides, if you need some assistance invoking the skunk, you can go back. We just did an activation for that. All right. So next Thursday, the 20th at 5:55 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'll be going live with red sandstone and hydrangea. And that is sure to be a very magical, as they all are, attunement, divinely timed. I am for sure, right? Okay. So, all right. With that being said, let's go ahead and move into our first skunk. We're doing that at 10:26. I love that. Our first skunk is the striped skunk. Okay, we have a couple of structures coming in today. Let's go ahead and share a little bit about the messages that came in for you. First of all, I shared the channeled message from Archangel Jophiel, and the part that goes to pile number 1 is children of the sun. Are you having fun on the run? So things are pretty busy for you. Okay, things are pretty busy for you. And this is actually the striped skunk, which has stripes that run along its sides, the top, and down to the tail. One set of stripes. And when I saw this in my mind's eye, I actually saw two. I saw two different skunks. But what was interesting is it's really interesting because it's like within. So this could be the twin within, and or this could be the alignment of your masculine and feminine inside. Either way, take it as it comes. We're going to be getting familiar, but what came in was this channeled message: one with structure and collaborate with the one. We are talking about the root chakra, the throat chakra, Archangel Michael, and Archangel Uriel. Okay. And we're talking about assignment and alignment. So many of you are working with new guides. We have the color red and blue. We have the fire and the ice. Okay. We have Gryffindor, solar plexus. The solar plexus and the root are really kind of what's being alchemized there, doing all the twisting and turning. We've got Harry Potter energy, mystics, manifestors, 1111, and alignment. Okay, we're going to be creating a structure, and the structure is like a ladder. Okay, so that's kind of where we're getting started here. Gosh, I swear I need another table just to hold on my stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this. Excuse me, I've got my water here because the weather keeps changing. All right, so here we go. We're going to start with the crystals, okay? And I want to keep this as close as possible. We're not doing any shuffles today. I pre-shuffled. We have tanzanite on the bottom. I was getting, because I'm not familiar, I looked at the bottom, so I did look at that. I see the number 37. We are wrapping up, this is for pile number 1. You're wrapping up a cycle. Now, when I touched into this, I was like, ooh, tanzanite. That looks like something I'm meant to attune to. And the angel said, absolutely. It's not part of a current structure I have, but I did hear it's part of a solar necklace. So isn't that interesting? The message on bottom is all about balancing your authenticity to wrap up this particular cycle. So we're on the run. Are you having fun? Are you being who you are, even though things are not exactly the way that you're used to? Remember, one with structure and collaborate with the one. So we're doing one card to get the energy around you. We've got green tourmaline. This is that turtle energy, okay? I always feel the turtle energy with green tourmaline. Green tourmaline, and I love this. Look at this. Okay, so look at, we've got the number 37 on bottom with tanzanite. And here we're looking at that 7. How do we get into that authenticity? even though the energy around us is moving quickly. And what's so interesting, I'm getting like that story of the turtle and the hare. And it's like the hare is like this universal energy, lots of things happening around you. But the turtle is like this energy within you, slow and steady, grounded, carrying your home with you, being at one with the constant change. Okay. So, this magic that you're unleashing to really step into this authenticity is really keeping your heart centered. Okay. Keeping your heart centered. I love this because green tourmaline pairs with Hollywood. So, this Hollywood, okay, not Holly, the actual wood, which is the most durable wood. In fact, the cross of Jesus is said to be made of holly wood. Okay. So this is really all about, slow and steady, and I love that we're bringing up Jesus because, Jesus carried his cross and it's like, eh, this is a vibration that you have a choice to look at. And Archangel Jophiel is reminding you that joy is something you generate. So listen one more time. Children of the sun, are you having fun on the run? Doesn't that sound a little bit more of a different vibration than carrying a cross? Okay. So you got to do a little checkup from the neck up, literally from the neck up. Okay. And maybe we're retracting into that home. Maybe we're feeling judged. Maybe there's some judgment. This is a general message. So it's going to come across in many different ways. Now, I do want to take a moment. I didn't get a chance. I want to take a moment to look at this tanzanite. Now, I am familiar with tanzanite because one of my besties, shout out to my friend Shelly, she got a tanzanite ring for herself, just as like a love ring. And I love this message because she got herself a little gift. She's a cancer survivor. She had many moons ago, she had some nodes removed here in her thymus. Okay, so this is really coming forward with purpose. This is really coming forward with for purpose. So it'll be interesting to see. Tanzanite. Okay, so we're just going to get a little familiar because I'm not familiar with this particular crystal, but look at all the alchemy. Look at all the gold. Okay, when I'm looking at this too, before we even read it, we've got this center like solar power. And it's like, look at what I am seeing is like genie, the genie of the lamp. Wow, holding up. Look at holding up some sort of structure, but it's like it from within. I mean, I'm just seeing this golden energy going through. It feels like, gosh, it feels like this is in your root chakra. I really am seeing like the genie of the lamp. Wow, that is so gorgeous. And in many ways, this is how you feel, with the genie of the lamp. Small, small spaces, huge energy in a small space, feeling restricted in many ways. So Tanzanite talks about, oh, look at this, the full moon. Okay, we just came out of a full moon. So and it's part of the element of the star. Within the crown and the eighth chakras above the head are seeds and codes that carry our original blueprint. These seeds and codes are often inactive and await a time when they are needed. When activated through meditation or healing with tanzanite, a profound awakening takes place. Intuition is heightened as we simultaneously perceive the past, present moment, and the future. Wow. It's like having a 360-degree vision above the head. During Atlantis and Lemuria, the crown and the eighth chakras were more closely linked with the pineal gland, playing a more active role. And this really makes sense because this is what I've been seeing as kind of this hydra, serpent, water serpent energy, if you will. and it creates this separation, okay? The ability to access infinite cosmic vibrations, interspecies communication, telepathy, and the ability to direct energies are immeasurably enhanced. Wow. Well, we'll get into this another time. I'm sure that this will be led. I have no idea what the attunement combination is yet, but oh my goodness, I'm definitely I'm definitely very curious. That's for sure. And I love the energy of this card. Okay. So so beautiful, actually. It really, really is. Okay. So we've got this blue and green energy. This is the energy that's surrounding us. So let's just kind of go ahead and keep these to the side. All right. Now, we're going to get started with the archangel animal. Okay. So right on bottom, talk about 360 vision. Wow, the perspective of the owl. The owl is one of the only animals that can literally twist its head as it turns to look at you. Holy moly. Look at all this energy. Again, the full moon coming in. This is pretty interesting. And look at the colors, my friends. Look at the colors. Hello. We have a little bit of an alignment here. So, what we're talking about is listening to the messages of the angels. We specifically have the angels are present in your reading the entire time. So, all the archangels are coming forward first to teach you something about a new structure that you're getting ready to emerge in. And then we have some angel prayers for you, but we've already highlighted Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel, and the collective message of Archangel Jophiel. So, right there, okay, right there is a connection because I'm immediately being reminded about an oracle that I did called Color Me Badly. And the energies were associated with that flag of Romania. And specifically, we were talking about Archangel Jophiel, Archangel Uriel, and Archangel Michael. The plot thickens. Wow. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what else is going to come up here. All right, we're going to do we're going to do 4 cards. So here we go. First of all, look at this. This is in tune with that Color Me Badly, this divine couple, okay? I'm feeling this divine coupling. I was telling you it was this alignment, 1111, you and another. We're going to be talking about the ladder. Now, do you identify as a divine feminine? Because this is actually, let's make sure. I believe this is a reading for is this a reading for the divine feminine ladder? Yes, that's what I was feeling. Okay, so we're talking a little bit more about the divine feminine's ladder. And when I say this ladder, it's all about this climb, okay? So first we've got the deer here. Trust in the support of the universe, Archangel Michael, and faith. Now, Archangel Michael and Faith, when they're coming up, this is kind of like that whole twin's journey. But this is what I've been referring to when I'm talking about a lot. And if you identify with this, of course, you need to go within, is this divine couple, this divine counterpart. And there is this twin journey. However, it's the twin within. So we're speaking about the divine feminine, and this is about a masculine energy, 2 masculine energies, and you actually matching up to the authentic one. Okay. This is what's coming in here. I'm definitely feeling this. Okay, especially with this deer. And when I'm looking at this deer, again, look at these colors, you guys, these blues and these golds. Okay, are you seeing them? Are you feeling them? Oh, that's so crazy. Okay, so look at that. Blue and gold, and I immediately was taken to my elementary school, St. Margaret Mary, and I was immediately reminded about our name, we were called the Panthers. So this is really referring to a feminine energy. a panther, okay? And it's like sleek and sensuous, and it's really being, really taking its time to really maneuver and go through towards its objective. This is what I'm feeling. Wow. Now, I also am getting a connection with the movie Bambi, okay? Because immediately I was hearing with your oracle, you can call me Flower. Now we have the deer coming up. So look at that. They became really quick friends, right? And it's like there was a new prince in the forest, if you will recall. This is very interesting. Let's see what else is going on. But the message here with the deer is trust in the support of the universe. Now we've got that tiger. I was getting panther, but okay. We've got some kitties here. Meow. Okay. The emotional body, and look at this. You know what I love about the tigers? Last year was the year of the tiger. We learned a lot. Look at look at the water, walking on the water, stepping out of the emotions, really but bringing some baggage with you that's unique. Okay, I don't mean it in a bad way, but it's like you have these stripes and you've earned every single one of them, and it gives you this uniqueness. This is really kind of going with that genie of the lamp. It's like you're all powerful, and it's like at the same point in time you've earned. It's like I'm feeling kind of like ranks. Okay, you've earned these stripes. Did you know that tigers carry their stripes under their coat? They do. And we're talking definitely my divine feminines. Look at this is the Lemurian crystal in the background. We've got Archangel Raphael. Accept your magnificence. Wow. And look at this. We've got Orion's belt coming in here. Okay. We've got, look at these energies hitting the earth here. Okay. Crystals. Ooh, I am feeling the vibration. Okay. This is really coming through in a very beautiful way. Let's go ahead and keep going. We've got the gray squirrel, gray, the gray squirrel coming in next. Look at this beautiful vibration, this very heart centered. And it's like seeing with the eyes of your heart, being very intentional. What I feel is that you're definitely, you want to definitely stay grounded in your energy, find new ways of solving problems. Okay. The energy of the squirrel is sometimes the squirrel is so hyper focused on one thing that it misses some of the energy around them. See this? It's like it's climbing this hill. See how it's like its feet are a little bit out of balance? They're on the ground, but it's like, how can we open our heart and let go potentially of limits, my friends? Okay. How can we're on pile number one, by the way, for those of you coming in? How can we let go of those limits? And this is really what I'm getting. I'm really kind of really seeing that squirrel in Ice Age, where it's like it's so hyper focused. And this could be a little bit in the mind. Okay. Maria says finding grace. Yeah, Maria, I love that. Finding grace, connecting with your center, staying grounded. Because sometimes the squirrel is so overactive, right? Staying heart centered, seeing with your heart instead of your mind. This is not as easy as one may think, okay? The reason I'm saying that, and what I love here and on the table, what I love more than anything is in this structure. This is right below. I want you to really try and see these cards. It's right below this tiger card. So I'm going to pull it back. Do you see this energy? It's like it's crossing through all facets of you. Okay. I'm actually getting different timelines here. So I'm going to wait for all of them to come together. It's like this is your energy on several different timelines. And I'm very familiar with those timelines. On the Egyptian timeline, we were getting the solar plexus and the root chakra, the mystic, the Gryffindor, the Harry Potter, the lightning strike, right? The lightning strike to where? The sacral chakra. So look at this. I've got this divine couple on the Egyptian timeline. Okay. Here on the Lemuria timeline, which is the Venetian timeline, divine feminine, the sacral chakra, if you will. See the orange of the tiger? And it's like, and this is affected, these stripes are earned. I'm getting from Atlantis. Wow. Okay. Beautiful messages coming through. And the tiger, he is really calm in the water. In fact, a lot of people don't know, but the tigers love to go downstream. So that's what I'm getting in Lemuria. In Mu, I've got this gray squirrel. And what I'm seeing is this frequency and vibration coming from Lemuria, really kind of and Mu is the house of that solar plexus. So look at this, how this is all coming together. So you've really been going through a lot of healing in that divine feminine. Okay, on the Atlantean timeline, which is this last card, look at that. I mean, it so matches up. Says, "You teach me so much." Oh my gosh, you're so welcome. We want to be able to look at ourselves. Look at this. I'm literally saying we want to be able to look at ourselves multi-dimensional from head to toe. This is what's going to give us a lot of peace. Okay. This is what's on bottom for your pile, which I just think is so beautiful. Now look at this. Okay. I am making connections like no tomorrow. This is the great horned owl. Yes, my friends, the great horned owl. And do you know why this is so important? Because in my research for the skunk, I love when the animal wisdom comes in, and it's not like I do hours and hours, but I am led to some very specific information. Grateful to be working with my angels and guides. And do you know what the biggest predator of skunks is? The great horned owl. So this is actually letting us to become aware, not worrying about this predator hunter energy. And I love that because look at this, how we saw in the tiger, we see Orion there. So if we see Orion, we are automatically already talking about Artemis and Orion, this pairing, this coming together of this divine couple. Okay. And the great horned owl is the predator. For some reason, doesn't want to see this coming together. But look what's swooping in out of nowhere. Peace. The dove. The dove is coming in out of nowhere to create some magic of its own. Wow. So I feel this started with the full moon. I think the next 60 days, the oracle I did yesterday is really going to be important for you, pile number one. I think there's going to be a lot of guidance there for you. This is what I'm putting together. Wow. Okay. So back here in Atlantis, now the only reason I feel this structure is because this is part of my sacred walk. We all have our individuality, and I'm very familiar because I've been doing a lot of work of my own with my ancestry, with Mother Earth on these timelines. I have seen them in my mind's eye for years now. I've seen the shift. I've seen all kinds of stuff, and I believe that this is what's affecting you. I definitely feel like you're guardians of the earth. Okay, and I love that the rhinoceros is here. Look at this, because we've got the yellow. Look at this is Metatron in the background, the sacred structure, which is really all the archangels. Okay, so when you really take a look at Metatron's cube, it's really a structure that all the archangels hold together. And when I first awakened, Metatron taught me, and we have Metatron coming in another pile, so this could be a connection to pile number two. But Metatron taught me that in the cube goes the dark matter. Okay, the dark matter, which to me is this subconscious script structure, the thieves, if you will, that rob us of our happiness. Okay. So look at this. It's like night and day. There's a difference between night and day. I do feel there's a lot happening on that night. Okay. The rhino can be very aggressive. There's a lot happening on the nighttime. And it's like we got it. We might feel like I'm getting like the hump. We've got, the hump and the rump. We got to get over that hump, right? We've got to find the balance in between. So this is what's really interesting and coming up because the rhinoceros is a very volatile. Yeah, be strong and be courageous, says Archangel Sandalphon. Okay. So here we want it on the root chakra. We want to feel safe. Okay. So how do we feel safe? When we understand what's happening. When we understand what's happening. I do feel those of you that chose this pile, right away, it's happening for one, is happening for all. But I definitely feel this ancestral, and I feel like you and I are ancestors. Okay, I really do, because the turtle is this really beautiful. My family, it's like we have this joke. Are you a turtle? And we say, you bet your sweet ass you are. We're actually literally turtles. It's like this, it's like this club. And my whole family belongs. Okay. It's really super fun. So this is what I'm feeling. Yeah, I'm really feeling this. Okay. All right. And we're creating this solar necklace. Now, when I say that, when I say that solar necklace is really allowing me to understand the genie of the lamp, the huge energies. Okay, it's like we need to come out of that, of those lower vibrations. We need to come out of that bottle, right? And we need to come out and really find, that it's like this big energy, and it's like in a lot of ways there's this restriction to fit the mold. Okay, and it's like you're not meant to fit the mold. You're unique. Okay, you've earned those stripes. You're an emotional master, and it's like the biggest thing is keeping your mind. Okay, keeping your mind under control, seeing with your heart, feeling with your heart, staying grounded, being playful. Okay, this is all coming up, and definitely being courageous. So before we move on to the next cards for you, one of the things that archangels really want you to learn is what I'm seeing with this card, and is something that I feel is really important, and it's a spiritual routine. Okay. So many of you might be like, oh my God, again, I've got to do this all again. There is this potential like looping energy, but I believe this is like ancestrally related, cosmically inspired. Okay. And it's like, look at the dove. We definitely have source participating here. Remember, the message here is listen to the messages of the angels. And the angels say, trust in the support of the universe, accept your magnificence, find new ways to solving problems, be strong and be courageous. It is these energies that are the base and the foundation to climbing, to the climb, the step by step that you make in your ascension process. This is so gorgeous. So what do what do the angel prayers want to say? They want to talk about synchronicities. I love this. Okay, I love synchronicities. We're going to do two cards. The first one is on the left side, and look who we have. Archangel Orion. We've already been talking about the energy of Orion. Now, if you're not familiar with who Orion is, Artemis was a god, and she was the huntress, okay, the hunter, Minerva in the Roman goddesses, okay? And she really had a great relation and fell in love with Orion, and they just got along so famously. They started hunting together. But it was Artemis's twin. Now look at that, twin, Apollo. and who was a boy. Okay, so girl and a boy, and look at that. I told you this inauthentic masculine energy. So it's like we're meant to be with this Orion, but we keep getting confused with potentially, this Apollo energy, this twin within that's really not of the highest. So Orion is coming to you. I feel this love message across the universe as the dove, oh my gosh, brings the olive branch of peace. And this message is all about manifesting miracles in your world. Wow. This is so gorgeous, you guys. I am just so feeling this. Talk about synchronicities, right? Talk about synchronicities. Now let's go ahead and look. What's our other card coming in? Now look at, we were getting, when I told you, when I was looking at this rhinoceros, I was like, look at that structure, that framework. How can we focus on this structure? How can we focus? Oh, look at this. What what falls to the floor comes to the door. Watch for the great horned owl. This is not to instigate any fear. This is to let you know that there are energies within you. Most likely, you are the great horned owl. And it's like most likely this is energies within you that are not in alignment. And it's time to let those messages, it's time to let those scripts go so that you can allow peace to come in. Okay? So gorgeous, you guys, truly. How can you focus that mind? Okay? Now look at this. This is literally coming in. Okay, hold on. Here's the left. Okay, so this is the feminine within you. This divine coupling that we talked about, Orion manifesting miracles. I mean, are you seeing this beautiful energy with the rhinoceros? Okay, and it's like the rhinoceros. This is just really amazing because on the bottom here, we're climbing up. So your feminine energy is climbing up from this agitation, from this really aggressive energy, okay? And it's very volatile. And this is these miracles coming in because look at, we're climbing up to your authentic, which is an alignment to peace. Think about the beautiful peace and grace. I love that you said that, Marie. Peace and grace of the deer. And as you connect, look at this, as you receive and get this vision, it's going to activate the masculine part in you because look at, I'm seeing, it's like I'm seeing this to the north. Look at this. You guys, this is so gorgeous, truly. This is a truly gorgeous reading. This is your energy within, okay? I really am feeling it aligning with your north. You've got the vision, and it's like you couldn't have done that without being here, okay? This warrior energy. And it's like you're allowing, well, you have the choice. And the choice in front of you is what? Let's remind you to be at one with the structure and collaborate with the one, okay? To do what? To integrate your feminine and masculine energies. Wow. So gorgeous. On the other side, we've got this emotional master. So this is like your masculine energy, okay? And if we can focus not so much on the goals, like not so much on what we need to do, but what are we inspired to do? This is the difference between I have to, I have to, I have to, I have to. I'm getting like that dog in Dr. Doolittle that's like, throw me the ball, throw me the ball, throw me the ball, throw me. This is heart centered, okay? We really have this alchemy and this peace here, and it allows us to be heart centered. Okay, it doesn't mean our mind's not involved, but our heart and our soul is leading the show. This is the foundation of the rise of your masculine energy. When you focus on the structure in front of you, specifically that agitated. When you focus on that, when you look at those, when you really take a moment to look at those energies, okay, with love, look at this unconditional love. When you wear the pink and you have this imagination, the well of dreams, okay, and when you're wearing this white suit, okay, it's like white and blue silk, and it's like when you focus on your structure and align to the different angels and align to the unique parts within you, then at that point in time, you focus your mind. You can thank your angels for helping them to focus on your priorities as well. Okay. So, this is what's really, I mean, this is just so beautiful. I really am loving this. And that allows this accept your magnificence, the climb up. Okay. You're literally going through the climb. So, allow the synchronicities to guide you. Okay. Let's see what animal is going to come in and walk with you. All right. We've got the medicine cards. Look at that. The queen within. This is the shift in front of you to really allow these reactions. Look at this. We're putting a little bead in front of these reactions. We're allowing to ourselves to be guided. We're taking action, inspired action with our angels and guides. And look at really staying grounded. Okay, we're really staying grounded here. Okay, so I love that we're starting there. And look at, come on, double confirmation about the owl. Okay, about this energy coming in. It feels like it's going to grab you. But I have to ask you, is this yourself coming in to grab a certain part of yourself? The skunk is, has a beautiful message. And what I want to say about that is the skunk, like I mentioned in the collective message, it eats the bees specifically. So I feel that some of this energy of the owl, some of this trickster energy has to do with something underlying. Okay. So, and look at this. Here we have the great horned owl, and here we have the barn owl. Two different owls, two different frequencies. And the barn owl is going to swoop in, okay? But it's going to swoop in. Look at the heart shape on the face. It's going to swoop in a heart centered way, not in a fear based way. So, do you see the difference? Do you see the difference? Peace is coming your way, my friends, anyway. So there's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear. Underdog is here, which is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, such gorgeous messages for you, pile number one. Let's see, do we have anything else for pile number one, angels? No, that's all we had, but we certainly do urge you to maybe look at the Color Me Badly Oracle, yep, which is divinely timed. So you'll find that when you're meant to. And also the oracle that I shared yesterday over the 90 days, because the full moon and the emotional body is definitely part of your mission. Okay, definitely part of your mission at this time. So thank you, pile number one. I hope you have a great day. I hope those messages resonated with you just as much as they resonated with me. And, keep watch for this beautiful tanzanite to come forward. I can't wait to see what this pairs with. Okay, let's go ahead and move 49 exactly. 49, number 13. Okay, we've got the Eastern Spotted Skunk. This particular skunk is literally doing a handstand. So it goes through these dances and they've got lots of tools. The The eastern spotted skunk is very unique with its striping, okay? And also, it gets and does a handstand and it makes itself look bigger than it is in the inverted form, okay? So let's go ahead and see what's the energy right away. Right away, I got a new beginning. Wow, I got a new beginning for you. Okay, so right away, AOI is coming through. Oh, you're welcome. I hope it resonated. Right away, we're getting AOI. But the energy surrounding you, my friends, is the sugar light. Wow. Take this energy in. What's coming to you? Well, I just see, you know what I'm seeing is this beautiful illumination. It's coming from the inside out. I'm also seeing like this, low key, like kind of like lotus. Okay. So are we cleansing the channel? This is what it looks like to me. So in through us is this divine channel of communication, right? And just like our blood vessels, we can get some plaque, we can get some buildup. But I feel there's some illumination going on here. There's some alchemy. Okay, look at this. This is just so gorgeous. And this is radiating from the light deep within you. Okay, so let's see what were some of the channeled messages. First of all, we got the color purple and brown and purple coming in. We definitely had Archangel Metatron coming in with the pineal gland. So it's like we're really talking about clarity here for pile number 2. We've got the number 333. Your channeled message is one with balance and balance with the one. One with balance and balance with the one. And that's what's going to allow you to have clarity. Okay. That's what's going to allow you to have clarity. I also was feeling the Fae, specifically the brownings, okay, which are help doing this clearing and cleansing. I was getting purification, Archangel Zadkiel, the movie Coraline, and the Atlantean timeline. So let's go ahead and take a look see. With you guys, we're talking specifically once again about a divine feminine energy here. We've got the sugar light. Now, I always kind of jokingly refer to the sugar light like a sugar daddy, okay? But I just want to go ahead and take a look see at it. Let's see if there's anything that's going to stick out. Look at this. Right away, I noticed the word balance. Okay. So, sugar light helps us by restoring our multidimensional awareness. Okay. The Mandela has a significant, excuse me, the Mandela is a magnificent series of interlocking wheels within wheels. The first thing we notice is this deep purple and red tones of the Mandela. Now, I love this because this is like a magenta energy, which always talks to me about hearing. So we've got this illumination, we've got this alchemy, we've got the wheels turning, perhaps your chakras twisting in unison. And let's keep going. Let's see. We're asked to turn. Da, 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 da. Okay, just a moment. Kind of goes through some things here. We see, okay, the being's director individualities towards our third eye chakra, which floods our inner vision with images. We see through our own inner eyes how vast and magnificent we are. We see how we are made from the same breath that flows through the entire universe. How beautiful is that? We feel and know that we can at last open the wings that we came to earth with. We feel safe in the knowledge that we can let our light shine with absolute safety. Wow. So gorgeous. And right below that, I just have to tell you, right below that is turquoise, which is always about the healing and specifically with the ancestors And right below that, the Lemurian seed crystal. So we are talking about this feminine energy, okay? And in the shift that's happening with the energy shown here at bottom is there's this shift, and it has to do with your divine feminine feeling safe, feeling in balance, okay? So let's go ahead and see specifically what energy. I love that message. And is there any better energy to get in balance with? Okay, look at this, to balance and heal with, then ruby. Look at the gears shifting. Look at the golds, look at the reds, look at the alchemy, the Dorothy. It's like you've been on this quest and it's like we're tapping our shoes. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. And it's like, what are you learning on this journey, my friends? Because it is opening you up like no tomorrow. Now, Ruby, it actually pairs with clover. So I am going to let you know in my attunement folders if you would like to go into a meditation, which is probably beautifully timed for you. You will see ruby and clover. This is actually the heart chakra. We're talking like the King Arthur timeline, okay? We're talking about King Arthur at the knight's table, this maiden energy, this queen energy, okay? And it's like most likely what I'm feeling is that you're going from the maiden to the queen, okay? And so this is what I'm feeling. Wow, so powerful. And look at that. As we were talking about that shift, right? We're talking about that purple and magenta energies coming together. Wow. So beautiful. This is there's a 7 in between here. I feel just this is a magical synchronicity for pile number 2. You're coming in to what I like to call an expansion in your hearing. Now it can be auditory, but I believe that this is more about listening to your intuition, trusting your intuition, and stepping into a more illuminated place. I do feel like you channel, okay? You're a writer, and this is a new beginning. So, Archangel Metatron potentially is a new guide with you, really kind of helping you to see with clarity in this new structure, okay? Wow, this is really beautiful. And look at that, Archangel Zadkiel. So here we have Archangel Metatron with that golden energy. I always see him as golden. And then we have Archangel Zadkiel, that purification, which is allowing us to really morph on that root chakra, which is really feeling safe, grounded, connected, right? So this is gorgeous. Let's see who's going to come forward. We've got the Keepers of the Light. We're talking today about balance, balance, balance. And in fact, we're going to just kind of stack it one upon the other. So on bottom, we're talking about that transcendence. Wow. This is really gorgeous, okay? Look at the new moon here. Look at the energies. Look at that magenta golden color behind. Look at that behind him in his well of dreams. So when you see this energy in the background, the angels have taught me that this is actually displaying the well of dreams, the imagination. And look at being able, this third eye, we're getting in balance, specifically this first level. I'm sure the rest are going to come in, but we're getting clarity so that we can see with vision, so we can transcend where we've been and ascend and rise, not only in your powers, I'm getting, okay, but also, to be on track with our mission. Okay. And so as we see, we're talking about the divine feminine. Look at this cobra energy. And it's like the universe is playing this beautiful music, Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. And it's like you are weaving and stretching, okay? And you're being guided. You're being guided. Your angels are guiding you. That is so gorgeous. Okay. So I believe we're in the right neighborhood here. So let's go ahead and look at let's look at the past. I'm getting past, present, and future. Okay, so here we go. In the past, we've got Mercury here. We've got a masculine energy with Mercury. We've got this well of dreams. Okay, look at this wing. And the flower of life. Okay, the flower of life. I feel that you definitely get lots of insights. I feel that you channel with the divine. I feel the angels do talk to you, and that these messages bring in healing, especially when you're being heart centered. Okay. Now, with that being said, we've got open communication. Get a weight off your chest. Speak up with love and be heard. So it's like the angels are coming in with this beautiful communication. It's expanding your imagination. It's really allowing you to look at this beautiful golden rim. Oh my gosh. And the flower of life is untainted, right? This is a beautiful energy that is all throughout the universe. And it's like you're going through a transformation with those ruby slippers, my Dorothies. You're going through this transformation and this enlightenment, okay? This it's like look at these clouds and this fog. It's like we're clearing that, but we've got to really kind of take the steps in unison. The flower medicine is what comes out. So when we're talking about crystals, this is the energy that filters. This is like the energetic frequency that we're talking about, energy that enters your body. The flower medicine is talking about the energy that exits. Okay, so there's messages that like I feel you have this desire, and I want to tell you I resonate with it. You have this desire because this is a masculine energy. You actually literally have this desire to be heard, to share, to witness, to heal, to hold. Okay, you're very nurturing. You're very, very nurturing. I definitely see that. Okay, this masculine energy here is very exposed. So it's not about taking action, but look at, we've got this feminine energy that's cloaked. Okay, so potentially we have other energies coming in. I love this ring of gold, which really just shows all this alchemy. I can't wait to see more of what's coming in here. Now, specifically on the eyes, there's this deep, deep brown, almost reddish brown, golden amber eyes. Okay, that's actually giving me a lot here because we have the skunk, and the skunk is upside down. It's trying to get rid of the threat. And the skunks, they specifically like to eat the bees which develop the honey. Okay, so I feel like there's an energy that's trying to get in the way. Look at these dark wings, and it's like no matter what, I feel like there's some trickster energy around you, and it's like at the same point in time it's a challenge. Okay, definitely feeling a challenge, and this was in the past. This is in the past. Okay, so let's see where we're at in the present. Wow. Wow. Your feminine energy is like, don't you worry. It's like we've got, and this is what I was feeling. It's like your masculine energy has these shadows, okay? But it's like, even though there's these shadows, there's this flower of life. So it's like what you're putting out there is not necessarily for you. But at the same point in time, as you speak up, it's going to cause this healing. Okay. It's like what you put out there is not going to hurt. Okay, and it's like, and as I'm looking at the back, there's this divine overlapping. So look at these energies together. Okay. Look at how they mirror each other. Look at how they unite and look what's in the center of both of them. Okay. Here we have again a feminine energy. And what is she? She's cloaked. She's cloaked in her authenticity, unlike over here, cloaked in shadow. So I feel that you have done a lot of shadow work. And at this point in time, it's really allowed your heart to open. Look at the Holy Grail there. Look at the dove of peace. Okay. And it's like, I feel like you have turned into this. I feel like there's been this authentic change. You'll have to let me know, pile number two. As I'm saying that, I'm literally feeling the heat. Okay. So it's like we're burning off these energies. Oh my goodness. Look at the difference in the two. Look at the difference. And it's like you probably ran around in the past in your masculine energy. Girls, divine feminines, man or woman. I am telling you, I know. I was running around in my masculine. It was a wound. You told me I couldn't fit a square peg in a round hole. Oh, come on. You're going to watch because I'm going to do it. If you're one of those people, what's being shown here, and this is something that this is coming in to confirm, is like not all actions that we have taken are necessarily authentic. Why is that? Because not all actions you took in the past were divinely inspired. Di- Divinely inspired action is how the Holy Spirit works. Okay? So, my divine feminines, please ask your angels to cloak your energy. Okay? That adds a layer it keeps you in that authenticity, working with the wind. Like she's like modeling, she's got like that fan in her hair. Okay? And it's like, I do feel like there's a change. This light language, speaking. Look at this light language, right? This illumination of light. Do you talk with your hands? Are you speaking in tongues? Look at her hands. Do you have heat coming out of your hands? Okay. The Holy Spirit is with you. Expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. Spirit has your back. Step into your communication. Be authentic. Be centered. Allow this transcendence. And it's like, I see this difference too. When I was talking about the amber, okay, amber pairs with yew tree. This is about stepping into your courage. This is about really owning. And when I say owning, there might be urges to take actions. What's really coming up here as these two overlap? Remember, we said, how are these two going to overlap? What's being highlighted? What between the two is being highlighted? Okay, we can see this duality. It's like all this confusion and shadow, and here we have all this enlightenment. It's like literally like the inverse. But what does have in common is the wings at the center of the heart, the chalice, the balance, the symmetry. Okay, not thinking with our mind, thinking with our heart, really generating peace. Okay. And really, when we get these inspired actions, making sure that it's inspired, it's co created with source, with your angels, with your guides, because those are the actions that are for you. Okay. Not the ones that keep us what? What I used to learn, they would keep us on the hustler's playground where you're doing the hustle, where you're really jamming, you're moving super fast, right? Oh, speaking of, channeled message for pile number two. Present you are, shine like a star. It's not that far. Within your grasp, all you need to do is ask, imagine, feel, and dream. Wow, beautiful energies. Let's see what's coming forward. Holy moly. Horus energy. Okay. Alignment. Wow. Cosmic gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. So you're already, we're being told to expect miracles, and now we're being told that they're going to manifest. Okay. Wow. This is certainly gorgeous. Now, Horus is on that Egyptian timeline, right? Hawk energy. And look at that open communication, all this winged energy. You definitely are working with your angels, okay? You definitely are working with your angels. And it's just a matter of really targeting into those messages. And what I'm feeling is also this connection to your ancestry, okay? Because here we have Horus with the cosmic gateway, but on bottom we have Lord Shiva. And these are like really ancient souls, right? I mean, not that the Holy Spirit isn't and Mercury isn't, okay? But at the same point in time, that's the energy I'm feeling. So let's go ahead and pull out the runes. I was feeling the ancestors. So I love that the ancestors came here in the future, because in the very near future, and that's what I'm seeing here on bottom, right? It's like, it's like we're aligning to this energy. And look at this. I just have to tell you, do these two go together? Okay. I don't think they're twin flames, but this is what goes right below. So it's like, this is like this Lord Shiva is like guiding you, but then look at this is what I feel is for you next. Your authentic feminine rising through the muck, the lotus blossom, the coming together. Wow, the coming together of your soul flame, rediscovering a lost part of yourself, experiencing relationships of harmony and healing. So gorgeous, my friends. Really, I'm going to keep that for you because I believe that that's for you. Okay. I really do. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look see with the runes. We've got the ancestors coming in, and they want to kind of give a lift up. They want to give you a lift up, just like your angels and guides. Look at that. Wow. Now, why is Michelle saying wow? Because this is the yew tree. And I told you, I saw his amber eyes. Okay. So we're going to talk about amber and you for you. Hold on just a moment. There's more information for you. This is a combination that I do in my class. Okay. This is a combination. Bear with me a second here. This is a combination in my class called the Rainbow Bridge. My next class is going to start in mid-August. And it's a combination, 33 combinations. So 66 attunements, 33 crystals, 33 plant medicine. And this is what I was talking about. And I believe there's a message here. So I want to share what one of my divine gifts that I've grown into is I'm able to not only attune people to these energies, but I can place them in your chakra system. And so you can attune to them and they help switch your frequency. Why? To create new experiences for you. Okay. So if you feel divinely guided, I would love it's my class I'll be teaching forever. So I've got my amber and yew tree here. And I want to tell you a little bit about this, okay? Because this energy is very powerful. When we put this in your chakra system, it goes in your earth star chakra to expand grounding. So these are messages for you to expand your grounding, to expand your root chakra so that you feel safe. That's what we're getting here. This ruby energy, this ruby and clover, like creating your own luck. Okay. This energy coming in. It also expands your sacral chakra, which is an expansion in your creative spark, your unconditional love, your throat chakra. And look at The three chakras of the trident. Okay. So this is really talking a lot. So watch for this to come out. I have not done an attunement for all of you yet for this. But amber is actually fossilized tree resin. And the oldest one is seen to be 320 million years old. I definitely feel old, that you are an old soul, many lives. I'm interested in that class, Michelle. Marie, I can't wait. We're going to do some lives. My website is almost finished. I think you're going to love it. It's so powerful. Okay. So, but yes, what happens is very cleansing and renewing because what amber does is it's like, think of Jurassic Park, the first movie, okay, before it got out of hand, and the cane that is made of amber and it catches the bugs. So, see, I was getting there's this bug energy. Think of like a bug in a computer and think of a subconscious script, a bug in your supercomputer that's actually kind of messing up the way you're receiving. This is what was, okay? We have found a way to get through that, most likely by being centered, surrendering to the process, conversing and collaborating with Source. But I love this because in the past with this yew tree, you just grow where you're planted. Okay. You just sink down into that earth star chakra. And, this is that Atlantean timeline. It's like there's this alchemy there for you. There's this new start available for you. And this is all about growth. I love that synchronicity. I really, really do. Okay. But this is all about your masculine and feminine energy. We're talking to your divine feminine. So that must mean that your divine feminine, this is the vibration we're learning about. Okay. This is the vibration we're learning about. And the Holy Spirit is a fire, right? So there's this fire that's burning away, alchemizing, and bringing you into this truth. And I just noticed this. Look at this, you guys. Do you notice how look at the rings? They're both wrapped in alchemy. This is like part of your destiny. I really feel this is a destined journey for you. And I definitely feel it has to do with the Egyptian timeline. Okay. I'm very familiar with this as that's part of that's part of what I've dealt with too. And it's like, um, I love this. Let's continue with the runes. This is beautiful. I can't wait to see what Horus has to say, that cosmic gateway. Okay, so we've got the arrow of up. We're going up in the direction. So we're just going to connect it. And this is how I saw it in your oracle is we're stacking on top of one another. So it's like this is what's happening. Okay, hold on. This is where we've been with you. This is where you're going. Okay? But this is where you are. This is where you're going. This is where you've been. Now, the ancestors are saying, grow where you were planted and just focus on ascension. Just focus on your growth. Wow. So gorgeous. Focus on your growth. Focus on this energy, this arrow, okay, this masculine energy. Focus on what's next. But at the same point in time, being in the present. Okay, I'm also getting here an arrow. So you might, okay, I'm getting a message. This is giving me an arrow. Okay, and what I'm feeling is there's going to be a pullback. But this is for you, pile number 2, because when we're pulled back, okay, when we're pulled back, potentially to these messages, when we're pulled back to share what's on our heart, to share our truth, it's like this is really going to spring forward the potential. Okay, this is the miracles. You've got to take your shot, my friends, is really what I'm getting here. you've been growing where you were planted, and now it's all about believing in yourself, believing that spirit has your back, believing in expecting miracles, seeing your highest potential. We do have the cosmic gateway here. The stellar gateway is actually what's coming through, but this is like alignment. This is like a beautiful alignment within you, pile number two. Look at that. Look at that. This is called Odin's staff. And this is like a wild card, okay? And this is like source. Wow. So beautiful. So we've got this truly gorgeous Odin, Horus, um, and this is talking about, like, I believe you're an oracle. I believe that you're meant to manifest and channel for the collective. Actually, I feel like you're a collective oracle. I feel very synergistic with this, because as you share your truth, you continue to unlock your highest potential. And what does that mean? That means there's no limits. We're not shooting for anything. We're just allowing ourselves to roll with the punches. We're allowing ourselves to be guided. We're keeping our heart open. We're keeping our vision in our heart. Okay? We're listening to the messages coming in from the ancestors, from spirit. And it's aligning us to this beautiful portal. Okay? Wow. Which is doing what? Transforming that masculine energy. Wow. You're a hybrid. Okay? You're a hybrid. And it's like, yeah, I feel it. I feel it. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what else is going to come in. I'm excited to see what else is going to come in for you. Huh? I cut to the skunk. Are you kidding me? What are the chances? That is the message for you right there, my friends. Wow. We cut right to the skunk. Listen up. Here we have the coyote on bottom. I said the number 13. When we started this reading, number 2, I told you the number 13. Where did we start your reading at? I specifically remember noting that the time was 49, 49, even, double zero, structure, healing, 13, the pearl, consistent renewal, okay? Layers and layers of the pearl, okay? And this is why I feel that you have Odin's staff. The potential is so huge because you have been healing layer by layer by layer by layer by layer. And it's like the coyote, it's this wish fulfillment. It's holding on to this vibration. It's really working with your angels, laughing it off, listening. Okay, look at this. See how the ears, and we talked about this magenta, this expansion. Okay, this magenta and magenta, gold, this red, and this purple. And it's like it's right above this. We were talking about the pineal gland, and this is right above the eyebrows. Okay, this is where this energy expands and allows your intuition to come in more. So I expect you to be able to grab onto some of these vibrations here really soon. Wow, beautiful. And when I'm talking about the pearl, that's the queen's jewelry. That's stepping into your queendom, stepping into your power. This is all about transcendence, right? Expecting miracles, unlocking the cosmos, especially when this is in line with what you agreed to do when you came here. Wow, honestly, this is so gorgeous. So, who is your ally, my friends? It's the porcupine. Okay. It's being at one with the root chakra. When we're saying that, we're getting lots of 12s. Look at 39. If you add 3 and 9, what do you get? A 12. So I want you, pile number 3 or pile number 2. I want you to go check out that Ruby and Clover attunement. Okay. It's free. You can do it as many times as you want. There's an obstacle right in front of you, and it's like you just got to get over the hump. The thing about porcupines is a lot of people think they shoot out their quills, but oftentimes what happens is if you go to move a porcupine, its quills hang into you. Okay? So, in a way, there's this obstacle right in front of you. And I believe Spirit is telling you, we got it. You only, it's like, think, make sure you stay out of your mind and stay here in your heart. This is what's opening. The cosmos have your back. Okay? Listen to your inner guidance and your messages. There's a transformation coming in. And what is it talking about? As it has been talking about the whole time for you, balance, being at one with your root chakra, allowing your earth star chakra and your root chakra to be in balance, feeling connected to your ancestors, connected to your soul family, connected in all kinds of ways, feeling safe, feeling grounded. And not only that, stepping into that purple energy, the royal, the queen's energy. Okay? This is so beautiful. Now, I do feel that the porcupine does have a bonus message for you. So I want to grab this out. This is such a beautiful oracle. Such a beautiful oracle. Let's see. Marie says, my spirit animal just flew over me right now, and it's a hawk. Oh my gosh. Confirmation for me. I love it also. A skunk has shown up in the last month. I am telling you. So beautiful. And as we're talking about the skunk, I just looking at that. So the skunk says, tell me a story so I will know it well of how to attract and how to repel. So your skunk is coming in, pile number 2, not only to lead you to some sacred dance, okay? I'm getting steps here, the sacred dance, okay? But also it's teaching you to walk your talk and to respect yourself, okay? And it's like to create a position of strength and an honored reputation is what's coming up here. Wow. Okay? So learn to assert without your ego. This is what's coming up. Stay centered. Beautiful. That wanted to be shared. Porcupine. Okay. Porcupine, remind me of innocence again. So this is childlike. With every man a brother, each woman a friend. So potentially the obstacle in front of you is maybe, just maybe, there's some comparisons. Okay. So maybe one of the biggest obstacles is to not see any obstacles, right? It's like the power of your vision. So, how can we change things around? Okay. Because look at this, on the south of the medicine wheel is the place of our childlike innocence and humility. It is the home of playfulness, the position of the porcupine on the medicine wheel, which is in that emotional body. Okay. The porcupine has many qualities and a very powerful medicine, the power of faith and trust. The power of faith contains within it the ability to move mountains. Oh my gosh. The power of trust in life involves trusting Great Spirit has a divine plan. Your task is to find the pathway most beneficial for you. How about a cosmic pathway? Wow. Cosmic, I'm hearing cosmic messenger. Is astrology for you? Maybe for some of you. Wow, that just came in. Trust can open doorways to the creation of space. If you are to observe the porcupine, you would immediately notice its quills. These are only used when trust has been broken between the porcupine and another creature. Okay? Porcupine is gentle and loving and non aggressive. When fear is present, it is possible to feed a porcupine by hand. When fear is not present, you can feed a porcupine by hand and never get stuck by its quill. So, how can we be kind and nurturing to ourselves? How can we see? Look at this. How can we become like a child again? How can we, bond with our inner child? See with the eyes of wonder, see with the messages of the angel, fly with the fae. Oh my gosh, fly with the fairies. I have full blown goosebumps when I say this. Holy moly, that is gorgeous. Hi, I'm only on pile number 3.
Wait, did you need help from you? Don't need help from right?
Maybe. Are you leaving me? I'm sorry, hold on.
You gotta
Okay.
listen to that.
You're going to where?
Listen to it.
Okay. Text me. I don't need help, but tomorrow I work. So
Okay, well, I can
I'm
always
sorry,
come-
guys.
I can always come and like make some food.
Okay. Love you. Sorry, my daughter's going to her boyfriend's house. Here, I thought she came to visit us. All right. So I hope that actually shows a lot for you. And this is what I'm getting. Probably you've had some traumatic experiences, my friend. But this trauma is really like because you've spent some time in the dark, it's like it like allows you to transverse, it allows you to cross over, it allows you to have this level of detachment. Okay, in this maturity, however, we want you to see with the eyes of wonder. We want you to have clarity. And how can we be more clear than being in play, than being in play and also dibble dabbling in this imagination. Okay, so I love that Ruby came up and Clover. I love that we have the elements of the dragon, the King Arthur, which definitely involves the fairies. Okay, we have Morgan, which is talking about your emotional body. Morgan Knight, okay, which is Morgan is related to the fae, to the fairies, to that vibration. So this is really gorgeous. All right. So let me see. I think that's everything for you. Pile number 2. Let's make sure. Are there any other messages for pile number 2? That's it, you guys. I hope that resonated with you. That was a really beautiful message. And definitely connect with your ancestors, particularly I read the Nordic. So, do you have some Nordic ancestry, some Viking within you? Okay, this beautiful Valkyrie. Okay, I'm just curious. You'll have to let me know. So awesome. Okay, we're going to go ahead and move into pile number 3. As I look at the clock, 132:52. 132:52. Look at that. I'm already seeing a 20 and I'm getting mission. Mission possible is what I'm hearing. Those of you that chose number 3, you chose what is called the Western hog-nosed skunk. We specifically have the color gold and pink coming in for you. We've got Archangel Jophiel coming in. We're talking about the higher heart chakra. The message for you is one with structure and balance with the one. So you've got something new coming in, a new structure, and you really want to see with the power of the all to stay in balance. So you can go pile number 3 to the collective message. If you check with your angels and guides, if you can invoke your skunk, because they're here to help you with energies that are getting in between you and receiving messages from the divine. Okay, whatever they are. So when it comes to you, I this is some of the things I channeled. First of all, I heard sunset. This is an ending. So there's an ending here. I heard prize pig, Charlotte's Web. I heard Wilbur. Okay. Now, when I wrote this down, because Charlotte's Web, Wilbur, but I heard Wilbur. So there is this very interesting combination. Will, the seat of your will is in your solar plexus, the house of Mu, okay, your elemental queendom, if you will. And then the burr, I was feeling like frigid, icing something. So, are there some, now when I say that, I'm immediately thinking of the sacral. Look at solar plexus and sacral. So, there's some energy in that sacral chakra. There's something burning in there, and it's like it's keeping some things out of balance. Okay. So, this is all about energy that's allowing this freeze of this volatility. And when I have this volatility, I drew this structure for you. Okay. And it's like this inversion. Okay. So we're really going to explore this structure. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and shuffle in your energy. Pile number 3. Look at that. Is there a connection to pile number 1 for some of you? Definitely so. Okay, take that as confirmation. You can have multiple piles, but specifically, you will either have only 3 or 4. Okay, the angels told me you should not have both. All right. Ooh, black tourmaline is going to be on bottom. So I love this because we're going to be doing 9 cards with you, but this is what's really interesting. 7, 8, 9. Okay, 7, 7, 8, 9. So I'm automatically getting a message. Okay, black tourmaline. We have some new guards, new energy coming in. Is Archangel Jophiel coming in as a new guide for you? Potentially. Okay, potentially. Maybe there's another angel that will appear because we have this oracle is about new assignments and new alignments. Now, immediately when I'm getting this, I'm immediately hearing London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Wow. Does that song mean something to you? But also, it's like, have you been felt that you were held prisoner? That is what I'm feeling here. When I refer to black tourmaline, I'm talking about black-eyed Susan. I'm talking about this alchemy, being able to see yourself through the shadows. And this is really talking, we've got this golden energy. You're definitely an alchemist, okay? You're the prize pig. And I also had the number sorry, I also channeled double. Okay, so double, whatever that means. Here we go. We said 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got amethyst coming in here, co creating with your higher self. Are you guiding yourself? This is what I'm feeling. You see this energy? Look at it, feels like that amethyst is overlapped right on top of that black tourmaline. So, sounds like you've done some discovery about yourself, okay, which is beautiful. Sounds like you're wrapping up a cycle here, but amethyst is coming through for lots of reasons. Now, amethyst, believe it or not, works with many, many, many of your chakras. It pairs with rose. So there's an unfolding happening in your world. And every rose has its thorn. Now, 2 channeled songs are ready in just a few minutes. You're 53 years old. I gotta tell you, girl, we are twinsies. I'm about to turn 53 in October. So look at that. That is beautiful. Amethyst. Ah, yes, right? So, and it's like every rose has its thorn. But it to me, I feel like you've bypassed the thorn and you're unfolding into this beautiful new structure. And this is something you're co creating with your higher self. So, amethyst is such a beautiful stone. And a lot of people call it like the addiction stone, the clarity stone. And it is water soluble. It does go into your sacral chakra. It works actually with your heart chakra, your higher heart, your throat, your third eye, so many different areas, okay? And what's really coming up, and I'm just going to say it every time I see it, it really, 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 um, yes, I'm a Libra. You're right. I am a Libra. And you're in Aries. We get along fabulously. So, but what I'm seeing here is those of you that are drawn to pile number 3, I am getting a message to grid. Okay. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 clear quartz. Okay. Clear quartz points, and you can point them in. You can put, look at this, is literally showing you how to grid. You can take a piece of selenite, put the amethyst right in the middle, and you ask use your pendulum. Should I put the points in or should I put them away? Okay. When you bring the points in, it brings energy into your home. If you do away, it takes energies away. Okay. And you can work with your angels and guides. I keep it really simple. I activate this grid. This is what's called an ISIS. I don't know why we're doing this, but we're doing a little teaching about grids. This is called an ISIS point, and this is like a wand. Okay. So I activate all my grids by either going clockwise or counterclockwise, righty tighty, which is taking energy away. We're making it tighter, okay? Lefty loosey is bringing energy in, okay? So you just talk to your angels and guides, and that is a quick way to go ahead and do a grid. And I feel that energy is coming in. Now, you might even be guided to do 2 grids, one for black tourmaline and one for amethyst, okay? You also might feel guided to bring some of these flowers, black eyed Susan and roses, into your home just as inspiration, okay? Just as inspiration. All right, so I'm going to keep these right here. Let's go ahead. Ooh, now look at this. I didn't even put these together. Be true to yourself. Do you guys see the pink and the gold? Wow. Thank you, Archangel Jophiel. This is the Divine Oracle, and it is just one of my favorites. I love this. You are definitely in the world of alchemy, pile number 3. Okay. You've got this pig energy. This is the pink. Is this pig energy, and that's related. It's the hog nosed skunk. So you have a couple energies coming together, okay? And I was telling you, Charlotte's Web. Now, as I'm talking about that, we've got the pig collaborating with the spider. The spider's a feminine energy, and the pig is this masculine energy. Is this you working together? Okay. Um, and I'm saying, no, it's not you within you. It's you and another. Because I literally have you plus who. So who do you identify as? Charlotte doing the structure, coming up with the words? Ooh, or are you Wilbur, the one who's putting on the show, who's taking the action? There's definitely a feminine and masculine exchange going on here. Okay. So be true to yourself. Be true to yourself, my friends. I feel this connection with pile number one, and that's because I'm seeing the harlequin. The diamond pattern is this harlequin pattern in the background. And this harlequin pattern immediately reminds me of who? Harlequin, who is symmetrical in red and blue. That's that fire and ice. So if so, that's for you. And who does Harlequin? Who is her love? It's the Joker. Okay, but is that of her highest good? These are all the questions that are coming up for you, pile number three. Because remember, when you're at one with the structure, you balance with the one. Okay? So let's go ahead and make sure you're being true to yourself. Okay? Let's look more. Retreat. How can we pull back? How can we not only retreat, but I'm getting okay, now this is coming up in this time. Okay, we're doing this timeline again. We're doing these different timelines. So this is what I'm feeling in your root chakra. This is what we're manifesting. Retreat. Could you actually be participating in some sort of a retreat? Some of you, yes. This is how you alchemize, okay? This is how you're creating with your, this is how you're co creating with your higher self. Wow, that's really beautiful. But also, some of you, this is just really taking some much needed rest, okay? Some much needed rest. Let's go ahead. This is on that Egyptian timeline, which is allowing me to know that spirit is really doing a lot of work for you. You want to build on solid ground. So look at that. As we're saying to retreat, and I've got this healing coming in for you. We've got this magic coming in for you. Magic in the healing, bringing you on your mission, okay? And it's like building on solid ground. It's like whenever I see this, I'm being reminded like shift happens. The paint is still drying. Have you ever seen one of those art pieces? Are you an artist? There's some sort of expression here. Okay, I can feel it. It's going to be a little bit different for all of you. Okay, but being true to yourself is allowing that inner artist, allowing that unique way of expression. And right below that, look at that. Be true to yourself and do something different. And again, I'm just going to go a little bit more. Tune out distractions, make necessary sacrifices. Okay, so look at that. That's kind of talking um, this is kind of talking to the divine feminine, okay? This is what I'm talking about is this masculine energy. I'm getting a little mixed up here. Hold on, I'm getting so many messages. Are there two different stories? Okay, there's two different stories here. So but they overlap. They overlap. So let's go ahead and see how they overlap, okay? So we're talking about retreat, pulling back, allowing yourself some much needed rest. Building on solid ground. I'm really feeling grounding. It's like so much is in flux. We're waiting for the paint to dry. I was talking about that those acrylics where it's like there's this swirl and this twirl, this fluidity. Look at, and this is what I'm seeing here. These art projects, do you do something like that? I don't know why I'm feeling that. I'm feeling like you actually are some sort of artist. Okay, let's look at the next card. We got four cards coming in from the divine. How can we go with that flow? How can we live in that fluidity? Okay, how can you be loosey goosey and allow this fluidity? It's like when you think of water, and if you think of a bubble, okay, I want you to think of a bubble full of water. And it's like, it's a force field, okay, so it's not going to pop. If you push it on one end, it's going to expand and it's going to ebb and flow, right? in a flow dance. I'm a flow dancer and singer. Oh my gosh. Okay. So look at this. Yes, this flow. That's so beautiful. All right. So retreat, build on solid ground, go with the flow, do all things in moderation. You're definitely the diamond in the rough. You're definitely making choices. You're definitely choosing your authenticity. And it's not that easy, my friends. It's not that easy because in this structure that we're building, it's like we have choice and we can keep our eyes on the alchemy. We can keep our eyes on the movement. We can keep our eyes on ourselves and feeling unconditional love, which is not the easiest to do. What is coming out? What do you notice first is this black streak. The easiest thing to do is to concentrate on the shadow. Now, I want to take a moment because I think it's necessary. Do all things in moderation. And it's like one of the very first things that a lot of people do is they run away from the shadow. But look at some of the brightest light is found just past the shadow. Okay? Just past the shadow. But you don't have to do it all at one time. Okay? It's like, how do you chew an elephant, is what I'm hearing. How do you chew an elephant, my friends? One step at a time. One step at a time. Okay? So now here, when I'm getting here on the left, that's very interesting because here I've got 8 cards out for you. Wow. Okay. Hold on a second. I'm getting another message here. And it's just like how these kind of go on bottom to give you a lift. Okay, so look at this. Retreat, be true to yourself. Give yourself a lift and retreat. Allow yourself some time off. Pamper yourself. How can we go to a hotel for a night? Can we go to the spa? Can we get a back rub? Can we get our nails done? Because it's like we need some grounding. We need some time to integrate. Okay. There's a lot of magic around you, there's a lot of energies around you. The paint is still drying. How can we do something a little bit different to really hold the structure of unconditional for ourselves to allow our heart to alchemize, right? To allow our heart to alchemize. And it's like we what we focus on is instead of the shadows, we allow those to just naturally alchemize step by step. What we focus on is this unconditional love. Do you see how the pink? We've got the gold and the pink. And this is what you're meant to focus on. In this picture, where you see the gold and the pink, that is the areas that you're meant to notice. Those are the areas you're meant to focus on. Okay. And I'm seeing that build on solid ground is because this is like very dense energies that will hold. You're that powerful, my friends. If you feel these are meant to be held on to, they will be held on to. Okay. But it's like, I feel your frequency. It wants to be lighter. It wants to let go of these dense energies. So, in order to go with the flow, how can we be fluid? Tune out those distractions, those little like messages. I'm going to say those voices, the subconscious scripts. I'm not good enough. I'm not doing this right. Second guessing and doubts. How can we give those over to our angels? How can we really co create? This is the purpose of these grids coming in. How can we work with the frequencies and the vibrations and amplify? How can we amplify the energy to kind of tune in Tokyo, so to speak, to ourselves? Tune in to our highest desires. It's like, yes, Make necessary sacrifices, but look, do everything with moderation. Okay? We're not telling you to turn your entire life upside down. We're talking about ebb, flow, sway, swagger. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Gorgeous messages. Let's see what the ancestors. The ancestors are coming in from down under. We're really focused on the sacral. So this was, excuse me, the solar plexus. This was all about your feminine energy, really pampering that feminine energy, allowing this rebirth process, right? Allowing this beautiful alchemy. So gorgeous. And what we're talking about here is there's a cleansing at hand. And this really makes sense to me because part of this alchemy is this letting go so that you can move forward. In fact, look at all this golden energy here, looking at the eyes with the ancestors, ready to allow this healing. I've got number 9 here. We've got a healing. How can we be at one with this structure? How can we have more unconditional for ourselves? How can we co-create with another? How can we allow ourselves to be guided? Okay, this is what's really coming in. This is you and another person. You and who? This is like a dance, a partnership, an ebb and a flow, right? It's like this is the part that you don't see. You're ready to jump forward, to come out of these emotions. Look at these dense emotions, but it's like we're letting this go. It's a choice. I feel there's a choice in front of you. Yeah, you've aligned to this choice. There's definitely a shift is happening for sure. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. We're going to do 3 cards. You're creating this structure for yourself. Oh my gosh, I love it. You are on this ascended master pathway. You've decided to create a structure for yourself, potentially for others. Honestly, I'm going to go back. Are you participating in some sort of a retreat? Just going to say. Okay. There's this really beautiful structure. It's heart centered. We're not going back where we were. The wallaby is only about progression, it's only about moving forward. It can't even go backwards, even if it wanted to. So, look at this. This is over this sacral, this root chakra, sacral and solar plexus, this beautiful sunset looking first with the center, the yellow, think of the color yellow. Post-it notes were made yellow because they stimulate the memory. So what are the memories in you? What are the elements that really speak to you? But we're not just staying there in that element. This is not a one note. No, 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 my friends. We're going to build more into these beautiful golden colors, orange, rustic colors. Really get that spark of our fire and ending up in these beautiful reds of centered and feeling, safe and feeling calm. This is the structure that you're building. Okay? Keep your eyes wide open, keep your ears wide open, and know that you cannot go backwards. Your ancestors are really helping you to do this. But remember, it's like, look at this. You see this spring? Now, a lot of people are like, this is the journey. You know what? This could be the journey, but how about we use some how come I can't say that word? How about we use our mind? Not too much. But how about we create a structure where we can climb the ladder? Do you see the ladder going up through the coil? That sounds a lot smarter than taking, and hey, every direction has, there's no wrong way, right? But instead of going this sideways, how can we build a structure that just allows us to be kind to ourselves? This is what I'm feeling. This is really what I'm feeling. Okay. All right. We also have, ooh, I was literally talking about memory, genetic memory. There's something calling to you. Look at this. It's like I've got the rotary phone. I'm old enough to remember. And it's like, look at, you can dial the numbers. I'm feeling that this is for you to dial into your ancestry to really collect this beautiful message. Sit and observe. Your ancestors definitely want to bring a new beginning. They want you to end this one cycle so that you can step into what's in front of you. Okay. And it's like multifaceted. Okay. Now, this can be looked at lots of different ways. These can be looked at as there's lots of ways. I'm not seeing it this way. I'm just seeing like call in. It's like ET, phone home, it's like phone home and really dial in to, your ancestry more than anything. That's really what the dreaming of the Aborigine talks about, right? So, as we're talking about these animals, they come together with this beautiful oracle, the stories that are passed on generation to generation to generation to generation. And these are the stories. And this is how it works for me too. It's like all creation is a story, and these stories collectively lead us. They lead us and talk to us in different ways. And you've got your own beautiful story, my friends. It's right in front of you, but you've got to get grounded. You've got to get centered. It's like you're not going backwards, but at the same point in time, we want you to be present. Okay. We want you to be present so that you can stimulate that memory. That's so beautiful. And then we've got this beautiful structure. Wow. So look at this. Okay, so we've got the number 40. This is the structure brought in by spirit. This is what we talked about for you. One with the structure, balance with the one. So isn't this gorgeous? As you're kind, look at, this is you. I feel this is you. This is your ancestors. These are your angels. These are your guides. And they have you in their pocket. It's like you're in their pocket. They're nourishing you, they're teaching you. Okay. And we have this divine structure. And it's like, in a way, it's time for you to start, I see these three prongs, these three manifestations. This particular card did come up in my 90 days, three full moons. I feel that there's manifestations unfolding for you. And I believe that this is ancestrally related. There's a huge ancestral healing going on with you. As we see with the eyes of the ancestors, we start to see things in a different way. Okay. Now, this particular kangaroo has a lot in common with this wallaby. Do you see some of the similarities? This one's a little turned and it's more focused on the direction, but it's taking time to pause and look. This guy is front and centered. We've got this zigzaggy, kind of like erratic, if you will. I'm feeling that prior to this structure, there's a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress. And I think that might be because of the way your mission has been through what you've been through. It's like, it's like this is where I'm seeing the changing of the guards, right? This is where we're seeing co-creating, really stopping those subconscious scripts and really co-creating with your highest self to close the gap, to merge your energetic fields on all timelines. This is so gorgeous. And it's like, look at this fanfare. This is the structure coming in. As you get into balance, you're going to build this structure. You're going to capture this memory. This is going to allow the shift, okay? Because 22 plus 1 is going to allow you This 23, Michael Jordan. This is right. This is your divine gift. I really feel it. Okay. And it's going to create this new structure. And this structure is going to be like a fan. It's just going to fuel your energy, fuel your fire, feeling grounded. It's like you're feeling in alignment. Okay. And what I do notice though, look at between the two, the ears. There's some similarities on the ears here. Specifically, notice here, it's like it's like the left ear is kind of closed. The left ear is hearing from the voice of the past. This is what we need to let go of, my friend. We need to let go of the past. We need to come to the present and be centered. This is what really leads to different results. It's like erratic results. This is the structure. This is the structure. Open up to the future. See with your heart. Let it's really about believing that the universe has your back. This is a very deep on the ascended master path. Those that build the sacred structures, because look at, you're aligning to this energy. You're aligning to this energy. Yeah. Okay. So it's like this is to give you a leap forward, but think of how many other people you're going to be able to assist. Think of how many other people you're going to be able to assist. And that's what you don't know about. So let's go ahead and see what is the energy. Who is the ally? Let's go ahead and mix you in. Come on. Double confirmation on the structure. Okay. Double confirmation, my friends. You are building a structure. And if you had pile number 2 and number 3, look at that. I just want to say if double confirmation, pile number 2 and 3, listen clearly. You are building a structure 22 to 23. It's a step that you're taking, and it's part of your destiny. And the reason I'm saying that, in the last pile, we had the log in front of the porcupine. And look at, this is the closing of that cycle. The structure removes the log. Wow. That is just so gorgeous. That's just the cut. That's just the cut. But that is speaking really huge to me. Okay. Let's go ahead. That's definitely a message for you. Okay. What are you calling out for? Look at this. You're a star. And I forgot to share the message for you. Perfect time. Okay, number 2. Number 3. There is no I in team. And it's a Roman numeral I. Okay. There is no I in team. All for one and one for all. So this is about your individuality. Okay. This is about a structure that's within, and it helps the team, but it's individual for you. Okay. And this is something you've been calling out for. Have you been feeling like the lone wolf? Have you been in hermit mode? Have you been doing a lot of shadow work, working with the moon cycles, really being at one with these changes, integrating these energies, working with the healing? Okay, this is the star power that you have. Creating, you're creating your own posse. You're creating your own tribe. You're a teacher. I feel it. You're a teacher. And look at this. Okay, I thought it was actually number, like in a line. Number 15, number 17. Okay? The integration, this is the number 6. This is the number 8. Okay? So it's like, how can we be at one with the shift? How can we be at one with our authenticity? All right. And look at what's in between here. See, look at this shift. Okay. I'm seeing the 5-5, the double shift. Do you notice the difference between number 1 and number 2 here? This is what's coming in. This is another 2. We had the difference of 20, right? So there we go. We have spirit bringing in the first 2, and you're the other 2. You are building a structure, my friends. And this is allowing you to be closer to yourself, really feeling grounded, feeling like not only this is like it's part of you, right? I want to grab this book real quick. Oh my gosh, these readings are so gorgeous tonight. They really, really are. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at number 17. That is your ally. Let's get a little bit familiar with the mountain lion. Okay, I haven't really gotten him a lot, so I want to really show the medicine of the mountain lion. Okay, I'm almost there. It's all about leadership. What was I saying? You have been on your own. And that's because you are meant to create a sacred structure. You are going to teach others. I just feel it. And it's like right now we're calling out. The paint is drying. This is like why we want to focus on building on solid ground. It's like it's in the ethers right now, is what I'm feeling. Mountain lion, O kingly leader of sleek feline form, touch my heart with courage, then sound the alarm, that I may lead with foresight, assurance bright and true, to carry on the spirit of the strength I see in you. So this is really gorgeous. Okay. I am loving this. Now, here I want to talk about by observing the graceful pounce of the mountain lion, you will learn how to balance power, intention, physical strength, and grace. In human terms, to the balance of the body, mind, and spirit. The great feline never wastes anything. The female lion is the hunter who graces her table in the style akin to her mother energy. So this is just so beautiful. Oh, thank you, Marie. Thank you. And this is just, and I'm feeling like that sway. I'm feeling that fluidity. I love that. I think it was Chrissy. I love that you told us about the dance. I do feel those of you in pile number 3. I feel the body. Okay, I feel the body. I feel the body. I feel the movement. Okay. And so this is hopefully going to lead you into this direction of this structure because it allows this movement within you, movement within the body, fluidity, and a way to release. Okay. Is what I'm feeling. It's like this energy, this vibration, this vitality. Wow. So much power. You guys, look at this. These two, I set these next to each other, and I was just told add them together. 30, and it's like 15 and 17 is what? It's a 32. So look at, you build the structure, you close, you close out. That's the 10. And it's like it stimulates this new beginning. This stimulates this new genetic memory, which allows this whole structure to fan the fire within you. I mean, it's just so gorgeous. Yeah, 2332 mirrored images. Man, you guys, so gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I have goosebumps. Thank you, Spirit, for navigating it. This is why I love to go live because it's just like when this unfolds, it just is so magical. And and that magic is coming in just for you, right? Oh, you're so welcome, you guys. Oh my gosh. you're giving me goosebumps. Let's go ahead. I want to make sure. Let's make sure. Spirit, do we have? I feel like we're complete. Do we have any other messages for pile number three? We've done it. We've done it. Okay. So remember, I want to leave you that last message. Think about adding some grids, okay? Because this is only going to assist in the recoding. If you need any help, I can help you. Just let me know. Okay. The more simple it is, the better. Okay. We overcomplicate things. Now we're going to move into pile number four. I'm really excited, pile number four, because basically I have a new oracle. I have a new oracle and it's coming in for you guys. So, pile number four, you are the Western spotted. How unique is this skunk, right? So unique. It is the Western spotted. I do know that these particular skunks live more like in the West. Okay. So it's a little bit like desert. I'm feeling a quest. Okay. This is your pile, Diane. Okay. Awesome. Pile number four, we have the color mint green, specifically mint. Okay. That's very specific. And we have the color purple. We're talking about Archangel Raphael. We're talking about the third eye. The message that came in for you, one with the change and one with the one. So look at that's three ones. One, one, one. Do you see ones a lot? Okay. So there's this alignment with the one. So let's read it one more time. One with the change, one with the one. What's coming in for you is answer the call before the fall from grace and duty. So don't allow these words to alarm you, but what I am getting is a message about these cycles. So it'll come around again. Whatever is meant for you is meant for you. But there is a little bit of urgency for you, pile number four, because the elements are coming in today. We've got the Green Witch Oracle coming in, okay? The elements of fire, earth, air, and water. So we've got the elements coming together. Angel says, well, I guess this pile's mine too. I just painted something purple and mint green. I see 111 and 1111 all the time. Yes, you guys. Okay. So you guys are feeling it. That is so awesome. Now, I have another structure here coming for you, but I do want to tell you, I feel, and this is what I've been feeling. The angels and guides have been letting me know that there are cycles. There are cycles within the cycles within the cycles, right? And this is so funny. I'm just gonna go with it. I'm getting the intuition to tell you about super couponing. Why is this coming in? It's more of an analogy, but maybe you're a couponer, okay? And if you're a couponer, what do you know more than anything? It's not necessarily about the denomination of the coupons. It's more about shopping with the coupons and using them in the cycles that the items go on sale. So I used to be a super couponer, and I still am from time to time. But basically, instead of like trying to clip and cut your coupons and trying to remember, you shop and then clip your coupons. But you shop sales, you double dip, yada yada yada. And this is what's coming in for you every 12 weeks in the grocery store. Have you ever noticed sometimes you go to the supermarket and cereal is $7 a box? What the heck is happening? That is just wrong. Number one. But then next time you'll go in and you're like, wow, it's $2.50 a box. This is the best time to use your coupons, okay? To stack the deals. This is coming in a very beautiful way for you. The mint. We've got the green witch, which is all botanical. When I'm talking about mint, I'm talking about the herb of mint. And one of the very first things that jumped in my mind is a memory that I have with mint. Okay. So I feel that some of you in this pile are gardeners. You've got a green thumb. Maybe you make elixirs. Maybe you create soaps. Do you use some sort of herbs? Do you use like in are you a forager? Are you is this something you want to learn about? Okay, so this is kind of coming in. But the reason I was saying this is my mother-in-law, God rest her soul, she was an avid gardener and she would go out and she would work in the garden all the time. And every single time she was finished, she never wore gloves. She really grounded. Okay, so this is a message, pile number 4, to make sure you're grounding. Okay, to get in the dirt, to get your feet on the ground, to go and explore nature, get yourself in the green. Okay, get yourself in the green. But this is also about refreshing, cleansing, earthing. Okay. So, what she would do is she would pick that mint and she would rub the earth off her hands. And this is how she would cleanse her hands. Okay. And she would take this beautiful refreshment. And it's like the earth would give her a gift. The challenge was she would create. Okay, this is so beautiful. She would get in and she would go out and she would create. I mean, Lord knows she like took over the whole yard. She would just go in there and create. And that was just how this was very grounding for her, but it was part of who she was. Okay. So I'm feeling that nature is very important. If you're not a gardener, like I love to go immerse myself in the woods. I'm a hiker. Maybe you're a climber. Maybe you're a diver. You are out in the elements. Okay. You are out in the elements. I also got sunset for you. So this is why answer the call before the fall from grace and duty. What I'm meaning is there's a sunset, there's an ending, there's a release. This is an auspicious time for you. I had this shape come in and I heard crystalline. Okay. So we're going from a hexagon 5 shape, which is interesting because that's what I got down here. And we're actually turning into a hexagon, which ironically reminds me of a beehive, which is really talking about the honey. So, how can we be at one with the change and one with the one? Let's go ahead and jump into your oracle. Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. Okay. We're going to do no shuffles, 5 cards, but we're going to do the crystals first. So let's shuffle it in. I wish I would have wrote down the number. Look at, I have cut to green tourmaline. Again, do you have a connection to pile number 1? Double confirmation on the slow and steady race. Double confirmation about your heart song, being connected to your heart song. Okay. Yes. Okay. We do have a diver. We have malachite. I love that this is here. Oh my gosh. This is such a powerful malachite is so powerful, especially since one of my friends. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you the story about my friend Trish. We're so connected. We activate each other. Okay. Maybe you have a friend like this. Malachite, I literally just told her that malachite, she saw a white dove, which instantly reminded me of the white dove orchid, which pairs with malachite. This is part of the structure of the rainbow bridge, which preserves the divine feminine from what? The spider energy. Okay. Many of you are dealing with this ancestral healing. Look, it's on your heart chakra. Look at, we're in the green, okay? And we've got this alchemy. And it's like we're coming into balance. And at the center is this star power. Look at, we've got the flower, we've got the heart all the way around, this spider energy, which is being removed. Okay, I feel it's being removed. And it's like we've got this six petals. Look at this, and this six-sided star. That is so awesome. Okay. So we're going from the five to the six. Isn't this interesting? One, two, three. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I thought there was going to be a five in there. I was like, what? Okay, so already I'm feeling this malachite, this really deep, it's like this deep, creamy, cosmic looking um, green. And actually, I was getting a connection between Panama, South America. I'm feeling water guardians. It's interesting that someone said diver because I feel that many of you are deep divers, like literally and figuratively. You are the ones who can go into those emotions, and it's like you can detach, you can stay heart centered. Okay. And this vibration is so huge because as we're settling into this energy and this vibration and frequency that you emit, it's like the heart is the ability to activate the light. It can create the voltage for a light bulb. So it's like you literally, at through your walk and through your detachment to the shadows, seeing who you are, being the conductor. You are the conductor. Yes. Energy flows through you. Okay. This is what I'm feeling. Yes. Energy flows through you to those timelines because we're alchemizing in this new world. We're not playing. We ain't playing with these energies that are trying to get in and really not allow us to have this peace, okay? To see our star quality, to have, to just be like a flower and just focus on the sun and the growth, okay? So it's almost like energies are trying to feed off of you. And this is what we're ending. We're coming into balance. Oh my God. I literally said deep diver. And we have Nautilus here. How incredible is this? Now, the number 62, I already told you we were talking about abundance, okay? So we're integrating and collaborating, and it's like the Nautilus is this submarine. So it's like we're co creating with Source, our vehicle, our light vehicle, and we're moving step by step through the center, through the juicy center of who we are. And this is happening, this is like related to the new earth. Okay. So I feel that you are expanding and growing. And look at all this. Look at all this. You see all this plants? Wow. The seaweed. Look at like, okay. I just want you to look. What are you seeing here? Don't laugh at me, but you know what I'm seeing? You know, on Scooby Doo, actually, I'm kind of seeing like a hawk energy, a nest. It can be multifaceted, but what I very first saw is like, yeah, I'm definitely seeing this hawk energy. You know, on Scooby Doo, where they have that one like Latin American, like scary guy. That's what I'm seeing here. And it's like we're bypassing the seaweed, we're bypassing the imagination. Okay. Just like I'm getting this vision, just like out in the desert, the oasis in the ocean where your mind can play tricks on you because of the depth. Okay. Because of the depth that you can go to. Like I said, deep divers, you are. Wow, that is truly gorgeous. Now, Nautilus, I actually am attuned to Nautilus. I'm forgetting what it pairs with. I'm trying to think. It's in my other. I can't think of it right now. We'll share it another time, okay? But definitely, I mean, it seems so powerful. Let me see if I wrote it here in my book. Sometimes I can actually keep all my notes in one place. Oh, here it is. But I know it's in my Cambrian. This is part of the masculine. Okay, so I have the Rainbow Bridge, which houses the feminine, and I'm currently working with Source myself right now on the structure for what's called a Cambrian. Yep, I don't have it written down here. I just have that I attuned to it last March. Grounding our light into the new earth. I want to read a little bit. Nautilus is a fossilized ammonite, okay, which is definitely telling me about the journey right away. What's coming in when I read that immediately, what's coming in is the movie with the fish, the clownfish. Oh my God, why can't I think of the name of it? With Dory. Okay, are you guys with me? What's the name of that fish movie? Somebody help me out. One of you will think of it. Okay. And so it's not a crystal, it's a fossil, but it is an important part of the oversoul. So it's, let's see, what does it want to tell you? Hold on just a moment. Some of this takes you through. And this is the Finding Nemo, yes. And of course, how do you find Nemo but with the Nautilus? Nemo. And remember, Nemo had the one bad fin, but he could get away with it. Okay, so it's like, even though you came here with these structures that tried to hold you back, you certainly have not allowed it to overcome you. Okay, I am loving this. All right. So we've got that, but now we're thinking about his dad, how his dad was all worried and how he had to go find Nemo. Yes, how he had to go find Nemo. Okay. So this is what this says. This is what this one does. Hold on. I want to read it to you, but I've got to find the right words. The patterning of this mandala conveys the shapes that are encoded in a powerful activation symbols. We may notice the shapes of this mandala. I'm going to go really close, looking like leaves pressed between pages of a book. This oversaw wishes to draw your attention to the star right in the middle, as well as the rippling waves that flow out of it. Wow. In order to dialogue with the Nautilus, we need to meet with these beings. Okay, so this is like an attunement. Bump, bada, bump, bump, bump. Okay, we're just going to go on because I can't find some of this. Oh, here it goes. Focus on this paint. You will notice the point. Okay, it's kind of taking us through this. Okay, just a moment here. The point, the overlapping of infinity, is the chakra that exists to nurture you on the new earth. It further supports an expansion of your unfolding light. Here's a message. Beloved one, give permission for this light to dissolve any limiting beliefs that you may be stored in this place. Breathe in with the light, encouraging yourself to release on a deep level of your being. This process will enable you to ground your light deeper into the new earth, allowing more ease to enter into your life. So, with this Nautilus, finding Nemo, I definitely feel these elements coming together, this plant medicine, this growth, okay, this malachite, the balance, okay. What I am feeling here, my friends, is that you are the grounds crew on the new earth, is what I am feeling. So let's go ahead and deep dive into your message. We've got a shift at hand for you. So let's go ahead and get familiar. We've got the pink rose, okay. I'm going to go ahead and bring all 5 of these cards. The pink rose, which has the element of earth. And it's like I'm noticing this ring, okay? So this pink rose Of course, rose is really kind of talking, it's kind of really talking to me about that amethyst that we just chatted about. Okay. And this ring around, wearing this ring here, being able to see and expand our vision, our clarity, and our focus, unfolding in the path. Okay. So that's the first card, a purification process at hand, a lot of earth energy here. Here's that elixir. Okay. This is what I was feeling. Okay. Do you put any petals in water? Do you create your own rose water? Do you create this is just what I'm getting here. House number 2. So this is an expansion and unfolding, a purification, gratitude and purification. Snapdragons. Okay, I was looking. Snapdragons. This is what pairs with Lemurian seed crystal. Okay, so this is what I was telling you, crystalline. So maybe you work with crystals, and maybe what's coming in is, maybe my class, this divine pairing of this crystallized form for you, this crystalline form, and working with these attunements. There's so much hope. Now, as I'm showing you the daffodil, I'm immediately being reminded, okay, look at this horn, the Taurus energy, the Venetian energy. When I'm immediately being told about the story about Persephone, uh, I'm probably saying her name wrong, Demetra's daughter of the gods. And it's like the daffodil is the narcissist. Okay. So this has to do with, maybe you've had some narcissism in your life. Okay. Maybe you've been the bright spot in the structure in your family. Maybe you haven't really, maybe you've been not really thought of. Okay. Yeah, there's lots of reasons this is coming up. Yes, called the narcissist. Like, look, called the narcissist, and this actually pairs with a celestial clear quartz. Okay, so this is an amplifier. I want to get all these in front. This is a new oracle. We've got chives. Ooh, divination. Scorpio energy. I think this is Scorpio energy. Okay, chives. Now, immediately when I think of chives, and this is really talking about this shift, being one with this structure. This is card number 4, being one with this structure. Okay, so divination, when I think of chives, it reminds me of like an onion, right? It has like an onion, it's a green onion, right? That's so funny. We got this green. And whenever you think of onion, if you ever read about onion, they used to, back in the day, they used to put onions, cut them in half, and put them by the bedside if you're sick. It's known to absorb toxins. This is why you should always leave your onions with themselves and not with other vegetables, because it'll like soak the nutrients out. Okay, so this is really interesting what we're getting here. What's also interesting is card number 2, the snapdragon, which I told you pairs with Lemurian seed crystal. This has to do with like this Kali energy, the dark feminine. But look at, this is card number 2, and here we have the mirrored. So we have number 40, number 14 and 41, 41 and 14. One with the structure and the structure of the one. Okay, so we've got these, this is definitely like a mirrored reflection between the snapdragon, purification and divination. Purification and divination. What is coming to mind is the violet flame prayer. I didn't know that about onions. Yeah. So yeah, onion. But yes, you can cut an onion and put it on the bottom of your feet and it will draw out your fever. Yeah. They used to use that all the time. Diane says, I do Reiki with crystals. Awesome. Okay, Diane, this is how it happened with me. I started with Reiki. I did it with crystals, and I remember I remember so vividly being in a doing a Reiki session, and I left my crystal on the table. And I remember the moment it happened. I said, in my mind's eye, I said, man, I wish I could bring that rose quartz over here. And all of a sudden, I knew that I could move the energy. This is when I started tapping in. So this, I'm just mentioning this because crystalline and these flower medicines, they're meant to be used by you, pile number 4. I remember that I could take different objects and really kind of, see what they're talking about. Is this something that you can go out in nature? Can you meditate with the rose and see what message it wants to bring in? Can you bond with these floral medicines in yourself? Is this something new that you're being called to? There's something about these flowers and actually using them in nutritional value. I mean, of course, all medicine is created from flowers, right? So it's like, is this part of you, a part of who you are? Look at this. Speaking of Libra, wow, we've got courage, time. Time is one of my favorites. I never make chicken noodle soup. I'm famous for my chicken noodle soup, and I always use the time. Okay. I'm also being reminded about how time beautifully pairs with like raspberries, and how you can use these herbals and offset them with some very fruit, with a lot of fruit. Okay. And look what's on bottom. We've got the number 6. Okay. So the broccoli is coming together, right? This coming together. This is the air elements coming together. It's like the trees. Okay. Wow. And it's like and then more Libra energy. Okay, so here we have some more Libra energy. Specifically, we're getting the moon magic here, leadership, the number 6, integration. Okay, so let's get a little familiar with this oracle. I'm not so familiar with this, you guys. It's literally brand new. I've only done 4 cards. So we're going to go and walk through real quick each one. Diane says, this is the second message I've gotten about flowers. Was told the Fae wanted to work with me. Another Libra partnership. Yeah. Relationships of all. So the relationship to the flower medicine, is just really coming through so much. Okay. Let's get familiar with the pink rose. Let's see. Pink roses will show you the ways to have happiness and opening for you, that there is a reason to be joyful. Something of value is in focus in the present. This could be an exchange of a gift, a windfall, or the sale of a large item. Simply discussion around it. Be careful that you do not interfere where you are not welcome, and be wary of legal deception. Huh. Focus on gratitude. Okay. There's a little gratitude spell. Use this spell after another magical working has been successful. Find a beautiful rose somewhere lovely. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time reading here. I can't see it. Find a beautiful tree somewhere lovely, and tie 9 fresh pink roses with pink ribbon to the branches around the tree. Say, I give you these roses to share with the earth, and thanks with love. Wow. Every girl likes to get roses, but I never thought about giving them to the trees. So look at, and it's like the song Ring Around the Rosie, okay? Which is really talking about some real hard things, okay? So 369, being heart centered, allowing things to unfold, feeling grateful. We have this mirrored image of 41 and 14. the snapdragon, and the chives. Okay, so let's look at that. I want to look at those two together. We've got the snapdragon. You can create a tiny talisman to cleanse your aura and increase your perception. Place 3 dried snapdragon flowers and air dry clay onto wax paper and roll into a ball. The size can be any kind you desire. Decorate with a pearl and add a pendant bale by pushing them into clay. Okay, so just like reading about that, the pearl, the deep diver, the being the one who shucks the oysters, who takes the action to break through, to allow the light, to allow things to come to the light, the constant renewal. This is what's really coming up for me with you. Snapdragons indicate that you have within you all that you require. They bring your energy to focus and they bring ideas to fruition. Accurate and unbased observation is what's called for. Don't hesitate to ask for a little bit more time. A reversal of roles, fortune, or even outcomes could be coming. Don't be too ruthless or scatter yourself too far. A project that is close to you is in danger of failing. What? I'm not feeling that. Let me see. Is that true? A project is in danger of failing. Oh, I'm actually getting a yes. Wow. Okay. So there's this purification. So, um, is it all about letting go and letting go no matter what, keeping your heart open? I'm channeling right now. Keeping your heart open, letting go, allowing the purification process to come in. In many ways, these flowers are you, okay? Is what I'm getting here. And these different elements that have to do with you. So my guides told me to let him have it. Okay, yeah. To really allow ourselves this purification, the snapdragon, like literally, the dragon is the insight, the snap, the anger. Okay, I'm feeling the anger. And it's like for many of us, we stuff it down, we stuff it down, we stuff it down. I'm immediately hearing my friend. Okay, I'm immediately hearing Nicoletta, Shamanic Insights. You can follow her, she's amazing. I love how we all guide each other. And what I'm hearing is her saying, I mean, remembering when she talked about Jesus when he was in the market lifting up all the piles of the gold, and why is everyone so focused on the money? And it's like anger has a place. This is the elixir, this is part of the ingredient. You've got to allow this to come up so it can be released. It must come up. Okay, just as the daffodil breaks through the ground the first thing in spring with hope, it's the same thing. It's the story of the daffodil, and this is really has to do with this narcissist. Okay, there is a narcissist in your life. They're sucking your energy. They make you feel that you are not centered, but you're a deep diver. You're an emotional master. The problem is they're so self-absorbed that they're not even noticing that you literally hold the structure for them. You are a mirror. So, this is what I was getting, this divination and this purification process. This is the mirror. As you hold yourself to the mirror, as you hold others to the mirror, you make people better. You are the healer. Figuratively mix the ingredients, right? And it's like you're walking these steps and you can't let anyone hold you back, even the devil himself. The devil himself is a symbol of rebirth. It is the symbol of really embracing the dark, really embracing all parts of who we are, and even embracing with the narcissist that in many ways on many past timelines, listen clearly, this is coming up, and I know it might be confusing, but on other timelines, how may have participated in this divination, uh, possibly spells. This is within you. This is an awakening to somewhere you've been. Okay. So, possibly, could you have created something on another timeline? And if so, you're being called to get in touch with that part of you so that you can continue the process, but with a different frequency. Okay, with a different frequency. And I'm hearing, give me the horns. It's like, go ahead, give me the horns. It's like, but and I can ride you. It's like you can tame the wild buck, but it's like there's this like pussy pussy willow, this like what am I getting here? Pussy willow, like what I'm seeing is this cat like barely touching the ground on its tips, and it's like you have so much power and so much vibration and frequency, but it's like somehow this energy makes you feel less of who you are, but that's the part within them that is triggered by your energy because you are a mirror. Okay? Because you are a mirror. You are a cleanser. You actually just being in people's fields, you literally, like just being around you, it immediately triggers shadows within. It's like this energy. You're a generator of sorts. And so you automatically trigger and pull these toxins out of others, and this rises up within them, and this is what causes some of this narcissism, some of this like, why do you do this to me, how come you don't like me? It's really a reflection of a wound within them, and this is where we've got the time coming in, the time. And when I'm saying this, what I'm getting is what's really interesting is I'm getting the HYM, the hymn. Okay. So this is a masculine energy, but this is deeper. What I'm talking about is a hymn, sacred music, prayer, prayer. You are very, and look at this is the number 13. This is how you renew yourself through prayer. I'm getting that this actually is something that you do. Okay. And if you don't do it and haven't done it for a while, you want to go ahead and do that. The rosary is coming to mind. Okay. The rosary is coming to mind. You want to be able to give these energies, you hold on to. This is what happens, your soul automatically like envelops people, and it wants to leave them in a better place than you found them. And so you may have seen this energy. I'm going to check the comments in a moment. This is like a lot of channeling coming in for you. It's like you start the day, if you will, and this clear energy, right, in the light. And as you go through the day, you slowly start to fill up. You take from others. Look at, you collect their shadows. Okay. You collect their shadows and you go up and up and up and up and up in your light body. And if you're not working in tandem, okay, with like your body is not meant to be used any longer, you can ask Archangel Uriel and the angels of the solar sun to bring your light body into balance, because this is what happens as your light body fills up, because you're just naturally, this is just naturally who you are. You are just like the flowers. What I mean is, people, there's this phrase, take time to smell the roses, and this is what you do to people, because you trigger. You're like a mirror, and you allow them to see things within themselves that need to be alchemized. This is why the broccoli's here. You're the tree, okay? And it's like, look at it's like as you collect, and I want you to think about broccoli because broccoli, in itself can have a very aroma, it can smell like rotten eggs. And it's like you need to be able, it's like you continue to gather more and more. Look at this. Like I can't, oh, I thought this was snap peas. I was like, no way. It's like the more and more you gather others energies, it's like there's no judgment. It's like it changes your frequency and that it brings those experiences to you. So what you want to do, my friends, finding Nemo, you want to work with your angels and guides step by step and how you can use different energies to release this energy, to alchemize and bring your light body back into balance. Okay. So this can start with your angels, start with your guides. And this is all about ingredients. Look at, we're talking about this, especially this time. The thyme is like an ingredient. It's like, oh, we need carrots and celery and noodles and broth and spices to make the soup, the nourishment. So it's like you're gathering these ingredients within yourself. Let's see how this is resonating. Angel says, yes, I believe that the man has that done it has now been indicted. Wow, and other properties stolen. Currently have hospice taking care of him. I pray for his soul. I think I transmute others' energies. Yes, Diane, many of us do, and we don't know, we're not aware of that. Maria said, I just learned that. I even trigger my cat. Wow. I was told to use incantations. Yes. So important to cleanse my energies every day. Absolutely. Oh, good. I took my advice erase on the ray of the angel. That's why I'm solo. It's okay. This is exactly what I'm just now learning. Literally a hermit, girl. I know. I'm feeling that. Okay. But this is the change. You're in hermit mode. You're deep diving. There's only so much room in the structure, right? And in a lot of ways, we're meant to find, okay, this gets really confusing. You'll have a lot of people out that are like, you need to set boundaries, and you do. However, your soul is all in. This is your sacred mission. You just need to understand, like I did. Many empaths are like trying to change who they are and limit themselves when it's like, no, you're meant to be who you are, but we need to find a new way to transmute energies without taking them on. So you can use those incantations, okay? And you can start saying, like when I do the violet flame prayer, I step into service wholeheartedly and you can say things like, with no detriment to myself. Okay. It's all about intention, of course. Okay. So let's go ahead and continue. This is really beautiful. Thank you. Extra time here because I'm getting familiar with the new oracle, but it's been really fun to explore it with you. And then we have a wild offering because there is a change going on for you, my friends. Look at all these flowers. Look at the pink rose there. Oh my goodness. Don't scare yourself with the next 40 steps. All you need is that one next action. You can say to love, just show me the next first step and change me into the one that can take it. So how can we allow these energies to really come in, How can we be centered on hope? How can we renew ourselves in our courage? How can we be grateful for this journey and understand that at the same point in time, we've got some skills. So this is the change that I think is coming in. This is the structure that's coming in. There's a vine. And the great thing about vines is they like to climb and they like to spread. The bad thing about vines is they can be suffocating. So it's really interesting. It's like we got to choose this vibration. So this is all about self-sufficiency, the ultimate self-sufficiency in relying on God. It doesn't mean hiding in a cave, Marie. Oh no. It doesn't mean hiding in a cave or saying, I don't need people. Instead, it's saying, God is my source, and I am willing to receive all the help, love, and support that wants to come. And just like many of you, your angels want to congratulate you for following yourself, coming here, learning more about how your energy works. You're creating this new sacred structure, and it's like the frame is you. Okay, so this is how you can step into service, right? You can step into service, but not get caught and entangled. This is definitely part of what's coming in here because I want to remind you the Malachite talks about peace. This is what the conduction is in the center, okay? This silver energy, the messages, and your angels, they want to teach you. They want to teach you on how to manage your energy, right? Okay. Oh, I love that propono prayer. Yeah, that's so beautiful. Okay. And it's like there's so many, this is kind of what I'm getting. The broccoli says you're a leadership, right? House two. And what I'm feeling here, okay, this is what's so interesting. The broccoli. What I'm feeling here is there's this scepter, there's this wand. And I was talking about doing grids, but like there's this wand, and it's like Source gave you the ability to work and to work with energy. So, how can we expand and see, just like me? Okay, no judgment about Reiki, but like I haven't done Reiki for a while now, and that's because now I'm being led into an angelic healing. So now I'm learning all kinds of modalities, believe it or not, and I'm still learning. So what are you learning? We're talking about the growth. We're talking about planting the seeds, being patient, watering, nurturing, allowing the sun and the water to come together, right? And knowing that we can take the deep dives in the water, but the submarine is going to allow more protection, allow us more breathing room. And so, this is what Spirit is doing. They're coming in to assist you step by step by step. Took the words right out of my mouth, Marie. Oh, this is so awesome. You guys are giving me goosebumps. So let's see what your final message is. I really am so glad my angels guided me to get this Green Witch Oracle. Yeah, here's the frog for you. Okay, we talked about literally in the center of your reading. In the center of your reading let's pull it out. Look at this. Number 38, number 38. The cleansing, the daffodil. It's like the light has to come in. How does the light come in? Through the crack. It's like we feel like a heartbreak. We feel that something is broken, but this is what allows the light in and allows the seed to grow and emerge into something new. Wow. How can we take this and jump forward? Right? How can we take this and jump forward? How can we hold on to hope? How can we hold on to that vibration? And as we're talking about hope, I'm getting Pandora's box. It's like you open Pandora's box and all the crap falls out, and you can focus on the crap, or you can focus on that tiny little sprite, the fae, the fae, that little fairy, that hope, that Tinkerbell, the tinker within you. Hmm, the tinker within you. Oh, two cards. Okay. Watch for that. Look at this owl just keeps coming out, you guys. We've all been so patient, and it is hard. Yeah, it is hard. And in fact, those of you that are drawn to this channel, you've been ascending over a lifetime, many of you, born to the dark, and it's like you've had those experiences. You've never allowed your light to be dimmed, and this is why you are many of the first that will have a complete inversion. Okay, it's like there's a piece of you that creates this new frequency. And remember what we've been teaching about frequency. Frequency is what drives your experience. Okay, so how can we keep our perception? How can we stay at balance? How can we see rooted? How can we stay rooted? Okay, so look at the owls coming in to ground, coming in to observe. How can we be observant? How can we be rooted and look with perception? Look through the eyes of the possible narcissist, okay? How can we see? Because I tell you, those of you that move energy, I was very surprised at some of the things that I see, okay? I can talk about a couple personal, I'm not going to mention any names, but some relationships that are really close to me. This is how these energies get here. And I want to tell you something. When you look with the eyes, when you look with courage, and you look deep, when you go deep, when you go when you submerge and go into their energy, I think you might be very surprised that some of these energies are very deep. Like, I can very much tell you, my husband's sacral energy was attached to a siren. I can tell you that some other energies close to me, they had imprints, tragic experiences that really held them fragmented. Okay. But it's like, this is the dragonfly spirit. Okay, this is the metamorphosis. This is the healing, the collaboration with the magic, the collaboration with your authenticity, knowing that there's a structure that your angels are helping you to create, staying heart centered, and knowing that you don't have to get up and fly. You don't have to go into the air until you're ready, because the fear of flying always starts with the fall. And so we're going to come back to where we started. We're going to come back to where we started. I'm getting the message again to read it to you. Answer the call before the fall, from grace and duty. Nobody puts baby in a corner. You cannot allow the activity of others to change who you are. You are meant to be a mirror for others. You're meant to stand strong and proud, just like the trees. You're meant to root in. So when the wind blows and when the change comes in, you stay rooted. You don't get blown over. Okay? You can handle more than you know. You really, really can. So Archangel Raphael is coming in for you to really emerge and love being in the green, like literally being in the green, okay? Being in the cleansing. You're the cleanser, okay? I just feel it. You're aligning to this energy. I love this because we had the frog on bottom. We're going backwards. Look at, we're going backwards. We're aligning. We feel like we're being pulled back, but this is aligning us to this balance, this perspective, this ability to see things. Look at the change in the structure here. It's a new structure, okay? And this is what your angels and guides want to teach you about. So here is an 11. There's a difference of an 11, an alignment going backwards, but then it propels forward and closes the journey. Okay? I really feel it. So I hope you enjoyed these messages. It was beautiful to hang out with you guys. I know that number 4 is always the shortest, but tonight was the longest. So let's see. Yeah, remember you have power. I asked my angels, let's see. I saw a figure in my room 2 nights ago. My pendulum told me it was an alien, that it was not for my highest good. Yeah. Then I woke up and my nap. I woke up from my nap today. It was all over my body. Trickster energy. Yeah. I asked my angels to protect me and they said yes. I just don't understand how I got their radar, so to speak. Well, I'm getting a message about that. Okay. I'm getting a message. It's all about discernment. Okay. So actually, Diane, I want to put you at ease because I feel like we're getting a message for you. Um, do you have a message for Diane? Okay. I'm getting a yes. We have a message for you. I'm feeling right away. Was this a challenge? And she overcame the challenge. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. Okay, so look at this, Diane. You had this insight. You're like, oh my gosh, you asked your angels to protect you, right? But I want you to actually change a word. This is what's coming through. Change the word from protect to preserve. Okay? Because this is why nature's coming in your pile. And it's like we're not meant to fence things off. We have areas that are preserved. And this is the energy that is really the empaths, okay? This is where we're really going. It's like a lot of people say set the boundaries. No, it's more about preserving what's inside. Okay? And when we talk about the element of protection, what this does is it awakens deep within us, triggers, deep deep triggers. Okay, this is why you're a deep diver. Of fear-based energies that were created, my friend, to keep you separated from your power, to keep you fragmented. So the angels, they're working with you, and it's like they want you to ask, they want you to co-create, they want to lead you into the direction. Okay. Is there more here for Diane? No. Okay. So that really wanted to come forward. So in a lot of ways, Diane, it was literally the universe with the challenge. And in fact, can I be so bold, angels? Will Diane only work with angelic energy? Yes. I have the chills. Diane, you will only work with angelic energy. Will all people in pile number 4, let's go bold. Can I go big and go home? I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Yes, let's ask. It's all about the right questions. I have deep, quivering goosebumps. There is a huge truth here. Pile number 4, you need to know that you will only work with the angels. You are an angel. You're an angel of the highest light. Feeling seraphim angels. I'm feeling seraphim angels. These tests are in front of you for you to understand your divinity. And the higher your frequency goes, the higher the challenges, because it's all about universal law. You are a natural transmuter. Yes, you're a natural transmuter. Pile number 4. This is why the plants, it's like no matter it's like that's interesting. Okay. And we're gonna be doing the red sandstone, because a lot of this trickster energy comes from the Egyptian timeline. Okay. This is what's been revealed to me. And this is like this deep wound. It was it was created. This wound was created to separate you from your divinity. Okay. Yes. Good night. And it's like, I'm getting a huge yes. Okay. So it's like, just really know that just trust and allow your angels to guide you. Nothing can penetrate you. I understand where you're going. And let me tell you, you are just being guided into this beautiful um I'm hearing rituals. Yes, you've been given the blessing of to work in divination. Okay. And this is why you were led to this pile. You're an alchemist. Yes. And it's like we need to embrace our mysticism because we have literally the Green Witch Oracle. Okay. So it's like the Green Witch, and it's like Dorothy's coming in, the Wicked Witch of the West. She was painted as the Green Witch, but was she the Green Witch? No, that was the trickster energy. The Green Witch was actually Glenda. And what did Glenda teach Dorothy? That she had the power to heal within herself. This is how you know if an energy is for you or not. If it does not encourage you to find within, it is not for you. Okay? So that's what wanted to come through today for pile number 4. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much, you guys. I'm going to let you go. We've been on here for a while, and I'm so grateful you're all here. Come back. I'm sure I'll be visiting with you very soon. In fact, I already got another channeled message, so watch for something to drop on Friday or Saturday. We'll talk to you soon, you guys. Always with love. I hope these messages guide you. I feel so much grounded, and I'm sure when I discover what pals are for me, I'm going to just feel so blessed, as I'm hoping that you feel blessed as well. Many blessings to you. Allow yourself to grow, and allow yourself to grow where you're planted, and just be open. Just be open. Okay. There are no limits. We'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys. We'll see you on the flip.